Welcome to Coach Hayes Football Live. He can talk about anything from high school to the pros. This guy knows the game, so you better not be half-stepping.
I can guarantee you most of the audience is going to agree with me before they agree with you.
Strap in, because Coach Hayes is about to
crack your cranium and fertilize your brain. Go ahead, right here, right now.
Subscribe now and check out CoachHayesFootball.com.
What's up? What's up? What's up, everybody? Welcome to Coach Me Coach Podcast with your boy Coach Hayes on the Coach Hayes Football YouTube channel. We ready to rock and roll? Let me know everything looks good, sounds good. We're going to get this thing rocking and rolling, man. Woo, we got a lot to talk about, a little bit of time to do it. We got a lot of fun going on in the building. Appreciate y'all, man. We're here to talk about the college football playoff teams, the games, and all the things that's going forward. But before we get started, let me just do a quick little bit of housekeeping here in the building. Shout out to Stokers in the building. Appreciate your aunt, says 5. Soulful Spirit, thank you for coming through. Jay, respect to the Canes from an FSU fan, man. Much love. Appreciate you. Still, that still don't stop you from getting slapped, my man. Appreciate it. Get your behind off of here, man. I'm just teasing. Good job. Canes, man, lies. Motore needs a Medal of Honor. That boy might get a Purple Heart. Boy, he was wounded in combat, man. And beloved Sandworm, Stephen A. Smith is so tough to listen to. Dude isn't even an athlete, but always got an opinion. You get paid a lot of money for that crappy opinion, but I feel you. If they give me just a quarter of that, we could definitely make it happen. I appreciate it. We're going to pull a little Timmy moment around here today. Joe Mo's in the building. Appreciate you. OG Kane, as always. What's up, baby? Anthony, we on the way, OSU, and you know that. And you are on the clock, Ohio State. 8 days, 22 hours, 51 minutes, and 10, 9, 8 seconds before we put our foot in your behind. Just let you know that. Juan Manuel, Mr. Inappropriate in the building. Coach Hayes, Miami. Whip that Aggie trick in Texas. Miami whipped that trick. Sing Mark Fletcher back in 26. Yeah, Mark Fletcher made an announcement that he's going to be coming back. Shout out to Mark Fletcher. Put him on the stretcher. And IMAX in the building. Sup, Coach Hayes and the team. I appreciate y'all, man. Thank y'all so much for coming through. 68 and counting in the building. I also want to give another update. For those Kane fans out there, know that I do the good, bad, and ugly film review. It was banned by Disney. I put it under dispute. I don't know when they're going to do it. They got 30 days to reply. But what I did find out, and I'm currently doing it right now, I can upload it to Twitter, the entire video. So I'm going to upload the entire video to Twitter. It's actually uploading right now. It's moving mighty slow, but it'll definitely be up. I'm going to try and do it while this podcast is on as well. So make sure you check that out. My Twitter handle is at Coach Hayes FB on Twitter, at Coach Hayes FB on Twitter. So you guys can definitely check that out. I know used to seeing it on YouTube, but for some reason Disney decided, we're not doing that anymore. So I'm not sure how those are going to move going forward, and where I can put them. I try to put it in the Discord, but there's a limit to how long the videos can be in Discord. So right now it looks like Twitter is the place to be. I'm not worried about the monetization. I just want to make sure that the hard work you put out there and that the fans and the people can enjoy it. So we ready to rock and roll. Orange and green blood. What's up, baby? How you doing? Also, I want to give some shout out, man, to Maximus Mack. Had an opportunity to meet him and his family. Beautiful family, man. Met him at the stadium as well. Let's go ahead and get this thing rocking. Let's talk a little bit. A lot of people have been talking about the college football playoffs and having the best 12 teams in college football. Well, we all know the college football playoff committee has been on some BS lately. And did they get the top 12 teams? A lot of people saying no. And you look at the first two games we're going to talk about, Ole Miss and Tulane and Oregon versus JMU. some people saying, hey, you could have put Vandy in. You could have put Notre Dame in. We could have got a better result. And I totally agree with that. However, the rules that they made came back and literally beat them in the behind, beat them in the behind, or bit them in the behind, excuse me, going this way, because Murphy's Law happened. Anything that could go wrong did go wrong for them based on the way in which they wrote the rules. And so I don't know if they'll change that going forward. I've always said the G5 programs need to have their own playoffs, right? They need to have their own playoff system. And I think it's only fair to them, right? Because, yeah, people say they earned it. And I saw RG3 talking about, oh, they earned it. Man, RG3, listen, bro, I get it, but stop. Let's just stop it. They're not playing the same level of competition week in and week out. Okay? Yeah, they do a great job. Yeah, they do, all of that stuff. Everybody talked about Boise and all of that good stuff, and didn't work out. Okay? It's just what it is. It's the level of competition. It's the kind of players they have recruited. And we all know why there's also a separate section. That's why they're called G5, Group of Five, versus Power Five, which is not a Power Four section. And it's just what it is. So I don't see what's wrong with creating like a sub playoff, kind of like the NIT they do in basketball. I don't want to call it a loser's bracket, but you know what I'm saying. I mean, they could definitely have their own bracket. And here's the best part about having your own bracket. You literally have something to fight for as a G5 program. You have bragging rights as a G5 program. When it's time to recruit guys to come to your team, it helps out besides saying, hey, guys, you come here and play for Tulane, we're going to the Gasparilla Bowl, or we're going to the playoffs and get our teeth not kicked down our throat. You can say you're actually the G5 national champions. I don't see why this is a problem. I think it generates more money than just having one team potentially, or maybe two, how we had this year, and they're getting their face kicked in. I guarantee the ratings for the Oregon game were all the way down. People probably watched maybe the first half or the first quarter, and it was in the dumps. The Ole Miss game versus Tulane, in the dumps. Why? Because they blew the doors off these cats. And let's go ahead and talk about the first one. You go look at Tulane versus Ole Miss, 41-10, right? At the end of the half, it was 17-3. 17-3. At the end of the third, it was 27-3. How about this? Just crickets. You understand? And so I totally understand that. Let's look at some team stats right quick. And here's the funny thing. Tulane actually put some numbers up. They're just not scoring. They had a total of 421 yards. Ole Miss had 497. They had 306 passing to 346. But at the end of the day, it resulted in nothing. They actually had the ball in time possession more than Ole Miss, but they didn't need to because they're kicking their teeth in, if you understand what I'm saying. I hope they change these rules going forward. I hope that they revamp whatever they need or give them their own playoffs, because at the end of the day, nobody really wants to see that. Nobody wants to see it. I mean, it's a Cinderella story. And, I know they do it in basketball, but in my opinion, in basketball, it's a little bit different. It's a little bit different than football, right? And so with that being said, I mean, it was just a slaughter. It was just a slaughter. And if you go look at the bracket, I'm going to put this up. Hold on. College football bracket. I meant to have this up. I'm not sure. Sorry. The college football bracket here going forward is now going to be Ole Miss versus Georgia. All right. So Ole Miss versus Georgia in the bracket. And then you're going to have, they'll be playing Ole Miss versus Georgia in the Sugar Bowl on New Year's Day. So you guys stay tuned to that. Number 3 versus number 6. Now let's jump to Oregon versus JMU. Oregon versus JMU, another slaughter game. Again, I've said what I had to say in regards to this. I mean, but if you look at it statistically, JMU put up point. 509 total yards for JMU. 323 in the air, 186 on the ground. But at the end of the day, the score is 51-34. At the end of the third quarter, it is 48-20. 48-20. Whatever. I mean, they got to do something different. They have to do something different for the fan bases out there. And I have to say this. I believe it's unfair to teams like Vanderbilt, as much as I hate to say this, is teams like Notre Dame as well. It's unfair to those teams that teams like these get in, right? And they're not of the caliber. They are not. They are not of the caliber. Oregon and Notre Dame would have been a great game, right? Ole Miss, Vandy would have been a great game to watch. Would have been an excellent game to watch. And I would have sat there and watched it. I would have definitely sat there and watched it. You know, so I say all that to say when you look at these type of things, hopefully, I mean, I don't know who's really in charge. I don't know if the committee actually makes the rules or the changes, because I know they change things. I don't know how that works. But whatever it is going forward, they definitely need to make a change in that going forward. I think they're going to do 16 teams next year. I've already given my proposal. Not like it matters. Nobody asked me, but take the top 4 of each conference. That's 16 teams. Well, what about Notre Dame? Join the conference, Notre Dame. That's all I can tell you. Treat it like IMG does. IMG plays 10 games and go home. They don't get an opportunity to play in a state championship game or playoffs, right? Because they're like a boarding school or whatever the case may be. But if Notre Dame wants to join the conference, it's just that simple. If you take the top 4 from each conference, it's a great representation from each conference. And then the second week, like I said, becomes chip week, conference championship week. Now the conference championships matter. Now they matter. Same amount of time is being played, right? So the first week of the playoffs is 1 versus 4, 2 versus 3 in each conference. Week 2 of the second round of the playoffs, conference championship week. Week 3, you have ACC champ versus SEC champ, Big 10 champ, Big 12 champ, and then you can always rotate those conferences around each year, so it's not always the same, right? And then you play the Natty. It's over. It's over. It is what it is. Golly, Ham. I didn't mean no. Golly, Ham. Why you do me like that? Ham gave me the middle finger, dog. I wasn't vouching for him. I'm just saying. Would you have rather? I would have rather watched Oregon beat up on Notre Dame than Oregon beat up on JMU. That's really what I was saying. Boy, Ham, you tough on old coach. Golly, LFV. Man, F Notre Dame. I get it. But what y'all missing the point is I would have loved to see them get beat up on. I'm sorry, y'all. Let me slap myself. I bust my lip. Damn. LMV. I ain't think you would ever turn on me, LMV. CMB, we all we got. Cash Money Brothers. Oh, Fred, what's up with you, baby? I got your message, man. Just reached back to you. Like I said, we just starting the show, rocking and rolling. I get it. Y'all hate Notre Dame. I'm all for it. I hear you. I just use them because, anyway, I'm sorry. God. Oh, how about BYU? How about let BYU in? Jesus Christ. A little touchy tonight. Some people are a little touchy tonight. All right. Also, let's talk about Alabama versus Oregon. Now, that game happened on Friday night. Shout out to Steve Kim. Shout out to Brad Tejada and the rest of the Canes fam out there. We were at Carney's, I think it's called Carney's Pub and Grill in Bryan, Texas, College Station area. We watched that game, man. I put some chicken wings, say it like that, YouTube be tripping lady, on Alabama. Right? I told you, I don't do this with emotion. I do it with fact and analytics. You understand me? And boy, I broke my phone last night. Coach might be able to buy a new phone. I can get that Cricket Wireless flip phone, the Hachitachi 2000. Boy, I can't wait. Woo! I can't wait to get my new Hachi Tachi Flip 2000 cell phone with what I won. And I also put some chicken wings on them canes as well too. So boy, maybe I can get that extended antenna that you screw on for long distance. Yeah, the Hachi Tachi 2000. Hachi Tachi. Alabama 17 was down 17-0. My phone rings, right? It's the person I ordered the chicken wings from, if y'all follow my lead. Yeah, I told you, boy, blah, blah, blah. I answered the phone. All I told him was, be patient, Neo, and hung up. At the end of the game, I called him back. Can't get no answer. I can't get no answer. So anyway, I'll collect. If I got to go ride around that crib, I'm going to go get my money. But anyway, great game by Alabama, Oklahoma. Shout out to Bishop Newkirk, big Oklahoma fan, always calls in here with the great gumbo. But Alabama showed, they resilient, they tough. They didn't let the moment get too big. They played and they kept chipping wood, man. And they kept playing. It'll be very interesting to see what they're going to do when Alabama plays Indiana. Indiana's high scoring. And I think Alabama is beat. They beat up, bro. They are beat up, but they keep finding a way to keep chipping wood, like I said. But eventually, I think that's going to run out, and they're going to play in the Rose Bowl on January 1st as well. So everybody's playing the next week on January 1, except my beloved Miami Hurricanes, and I'm going to get to them in a second. And I know that's what y'all want to talk about, so it's definitely what we're going to do right after I get to my going too far moment. But like I said, when I watched that Alabama game, I watched Ty Simpson, and I watched him. Wasn't great. Wasn't awesome. Didn't do much. Like I said, let me look at his stuff. When you look at Ty Simpson, 18 for 29, 232, and 2 touchdowns. See, the thing is, he didn't hurt Alabama, and that's what helped him, right? He was very methodical with it. He's very, they didn't do much on the ground. Bro, Alabama had 28 yards rushing. When have you ever seen 28 yards rushing from Alabama? But Oklahoma didn't run the ball well either. They only had 55 yards. They only had 55 yards rushing. And that's where I think hurt people. They couldn't slow the game down. They couldn't run the clock down because they couldn't run the ball, and they allowed Alabama to make big plays. And that pick six actually really turned the game around and hurt them, man. All right? And then that one interception, like I said, for that pick six was a backbreaker to them. Let's get to the game in an hour. I know y'all want to talk about it. My beloved Miami Hurricane. Oh, yeah, baby. Oh, yeah. Coach putting together a video right now, man. The sights and sounds of Miami versus Texas A&M. Got the video. I'm trying to edit it up, make it nice for you guys so y'all can watch it. But let me tell y'all something. Miami goes in, beats Texas A&M. Everybody said we weren't going to be able to do it. They're going to lose. They're going to lose. They're not going to make it. Well, guess what? We put that work in. I talked about it yesterday in the post-game show. But guess what happens? Miami came through and made a play. I think we played 2/3 of our game phenomenal. Defensively, and special teams were phenomenal. We got a blocked field goal, right? We got a huge return by Malachi Toney to get us down in there. Unfortunately, didn't turn in any points, but big momentum shift right there. And then defensively, we had 7 sacks on the night. Ruben Bain had 3 on the night. We only gave up those 3 points. I know the wind was out there, but guess what? It's winning for both teams. They missed the field goal. We missed field goals. It is what it is. However, at the end of the day, we come in with a big play by Malachi Toney, especially after that fumble. He goes into him, and shout out to Mark Fletcher, man. What a teammate, bro. What a teammate. I got to really respect what he did. Like he said, went over there and said, hey, man, don't do this to me, man. Don't put your head down, when he was talking to the guys on the stand at the end of the game. So shout out to Malachi Toney, Mark Fletcher, everybody, Ruben Bain, Chase Smith, Wesley Basaint. Like I said, my man Torrey laid it on the line. Y'all talk trash about Torrey, but he might have saved the game, because when he hit that dude, he dropped that ball. If he wouldn't hit that dude like he did and knocked himself out, that could have been a tie ball game. You understand me? So we definitely see what's going on going forward. And again, of course, the Miami Hurricanes will be playing Ohio State. The rematch, the 23-year-old rematch. I don't think, have we played, put in the chat, has Miami played? I don't think Miami has played Ohio State since. I don't think Miami Has Miami played Ohio State since that last game? I don't believe so. No, thanks, OG. No, I didn't think so. Oh, Joe Mo said it twice. We 1-1. Hold up. Somebody got to give some stats right. Some people saying no. Some people saying yeah. Some people saying we 1-1. They said we played twice. Don't worry about it. Let me find out. Let me see if I can really find out since y'all around here. Yes, Miami Hurricanes played Ohio State. Let's find out right now. I'm so lost. OG said I'm getting old. I don't remember them games. Hold up, man. I'm getting mixed signals here. The Miami Hurricanes have not played Ohio State in football since the 2002 season, meaning being played on January 3rd. Okay. Okay. September 4th, 2010, Ohio State 36, Miami 24. Ohio State win later vacated due to NCAA sanctions, Tattoo Gate. And then 2011, Miami beat Ohio State 24-6. Miami won the game in Miami. Okay, so yes, 2 times. It says Ohio State was 36-24, but the win was later vacated due to the NCAA sanctions, the Tattoo Gate. I think that's where they were selling memorabilia for tattoos and all that kind of foolishness. All right. So yes, twice, 1-1. All right. I love it. Start a chat GPT in the building. Bingo. All right. So it says 2000. We played them in 2010, September 4th, 2010. And then we came right back September 17th, 2011. So 10 and 11. Yes. There it is. All right. Shout out to Big Wig Cleaning. Oh, before I give him his love, last night's show, I got to give love. I had to write this down. Blue Green Street gave $19.99, and he said, man, it was a pleasure meeting you in College Station, Coach Hayes. Thank you for the love. Well, unfortunately, he donated as soon as I hit the end button, the end stream. So I didn't get a chance to put it up on the screen. So Blue Green Street, if you're watching, thank you so much for the $19.99 from yesterday's show. And also, y'all clap it up. Big Wig Cleaning, $19.99. It would be wrong to prevent teams like Tulane and James Madison from collecting $8 million to play in a playoff game. That's the issue. Teams will definitely sue over that kind of money. Y'all clap it up for those 2 guys donating $19.99. And Big Wig Cleaning, we're going to talk about it. To your point, I understand that. But the reality is, I understand every team got $4 million. Well, here's what I say. Create your own playoff system. It is what it is. Based on the way the rules are right now, you're 100% correct. You're 100% correct. But let me ask you a question, and I'm not sure where you're from, Big Wit, but let's say you have high school football in your area, right? Let's go. You got high school football in your area. Shout out to you, man. Thank you again, brother. I'll leave that up there for a second so people get context what I'm talking about. Let's say you got high school football in your area. And you got class 6A, big schools, all the way down 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, like the rural areas, the 1A. The 1A school goes and has to go in the playoffs with the 6A school. Okay, so he played for Homestead. All right, perfect. So now you understand where we're going. So you know Miami football, right? Cool. And then we go play those 1A schools down there, right? You know what I'm talking about. We go play Dade Christian. Since you're from the area, I don't know the school down. Y'all got a school down south. What's the name of that school? Golly, what's the name of the school? Ransom Everglades. You know what I'm saying? It's like it's not even the same league. Yes, it's high school. I get it, but it's not even in the same league. And so, and everybody can relate to this wherever you're from, whatever high schools around there. Y'all know the little small school versus the big school. It's not in the same league, even though it's all high school football. And I understand what you're saying. I just still simply think there needs to be a place where you cut it off and do like UCF did. If you feel like you dogging people out good enough, like Tulane has been doing recently, then join the conference. UCF said, hey, man, we're going to join the Big 12. Cool. No problem with that. SMU, join the ACC. Cool. I have no problem with that. I have no problem with that whatsoever. Not whatsoever. Join the league, come on in, and you can make a play for it. Shout out to you, Big Wit. Appreciate you, brother, as always. All right? And so, like I said, Miami-Dade County, Miami-Dade County. Miami versus Texas A&M, end up beating them boys. And again, I must say this, bro. The Texas A&M fan base, when I went out there, it was phenomenal. Other than people yelling, like cheering for first downs and sacks and tackles and catches, nobody was screaming, bro. Nobody was mad. Like, everybody was super nice. I've never been around anything like that in my life. It was almost cultish, dog. It really was. I was also in fear of my life. Because I thought it was like Get Out. You know how Get Out, they had a little teacup and a spoon, and I didn't know what was going on. I thought it was over. We trying to get down the escalator. Hey, guys, great game. Is this your first time at the stadium? Yeah. Oh, man, did you enjoy it? Was everything okay? Did you find everything you needed? Huh? Did you enjoy the food? I mean, you literally out the playoffs. Playoffs? Yeah, out. Just as nice. Nobody mad. Nobody upset. You know, like when Bryce Fitzgerald intercepted the ball, this is the guys on the truth. When Bryce Fitzgerald intercepted the ball at the end, because we were all at the very top and people in front of us. I saw a guy say, gosh darn it. And he picked up his stuff and he just went down the stairs. Gosh darn. Jiminy Cricket. Yeah, we got next year. Bro, I don't know. I've never seen anything like that in my life. Ever in my life. He talking about that cop. That cop was that state trooper. That state trooper against South Carolina might have been the maddest dude in College Station of all times. I'm dead serious. He might have been the most upset dude in College Station that entire day against South Carolina. Because we literally were outnumbered. It was probably 103,000 to 3,000. We didn't have a chance, though. We wouldn't have had a chance. And we were at the top of the stadium. We couldn't even run. We would have had to go through about 70,000 people just to get out of there on one side of the stadium. And they had a split. They had some on this end zone, and they had some Canes in the other end zone by the band. That was it. On the sides, listen, on the side was all Texas A&M. All of the lower bowl was Texas A&M. There'd have been some sad Saturdays around here for some Canes. We wouldn't have made it out of there. They would have had to make a memorial for us. It would have been tough. But them people were so nice. My gosh. But anyway, like you said, that couldn't happen at the Hard Rock. At the Hard Rock, Bro, at the Hard Rock, I told you, if we don't win on the field, we're going to win in the parking lot. Anyway. They yell stuff even nice and watered down. Yeah, like they yell. I don't get the yelling stuff. I'm telling you, it's almost cultish. It's scary. It's really scary. But anyway, let me throw the phone number up here. Let me get to my Gone Too Far segment. I got a video I'm going to show you guys in regards to the Going Too Far. And sometimes I think things have taken too far. 862-799-9956. You start calling in right now. Let me see if I can find my Gone Too Far segment. Oh, matter of fact, this is not it. But shout out to Coach Cristobal around here. This is how that boy was headed to his press conference, man. Shout out to Coach Cristobal in the building, man. He was shout out at the press conference, man. That boy loose. Coach loose out there, man. Yes, sir. Shout out to Coach. Hold up. Yes, sir. My bad. I got excited. All right, let me get to my I don't see how. I meant my I don't see how. I'm going too far segment, man. Anyway, that was Coach Cristobal headed to the press conference after he beat Texas A&M. But real quick, I'll just say this. In today's society, we're not scared to talk about pretty much anything here. We do talk about sports, but sometimes we cross over to different things. I'm bringing this up because this is a sports talking head. And I don't always agree with everything anybody says, but I also don't disagree with everything anybody says. But some things I think are not even worth talking about. Some things are not even worth bringing up. Some things people get a little too sensitive about. And I'm going to let this play. You can have your own feelings about it, but forget maybe who the person is, but listen to what they're saying. And this part right here bothered me. And I actually like this guy, and I actually respect what he has done post-playing for his career. And so I'm going to play this for you guys, and let me see what y'all think. Here we go.
I'm tired of being musically profiled in Ubers. It's a Sunday, go to walk my son's dog, get in the Uber, just some regular, I think it was like pop or something was on. Man, says hello, doesn't even ask me, he just changes the radio. First song, All Eyes on Me by Tupac. That's not even one of the songs I listened to from that album. Then he plays Many Men, right? 50 Cent. Right now, I'm starting to realize there's a theme. Then he hit me with the Stay Scheming. Bro, you got to go pull Stay Scheming way off the pack for Ross and Drake. And I had enough when it got to Not Like Us. Like, you totally profiled me and said, this is the music this guy's like. And now I'm watching his lips as he lip sync because it's not even the edited version. And listen, bro, Continuum, all-time album. Why can't I listen to John Mayer? Songs About Jane, classic. Maroon 5. Hell, Between the Pines, Sam Hunt. I know a little, now there ain't enough smoke in my eyes to hide the kind of games you trying to play. Like, what about that? Chris Young, you. That's like one of my favorite songs. The bluest skies don't seem so blue. Like that is a classic. Beautiful, crazy. I mean, a day starts with a coffee and ends with I know country. So you mean to tell me you could have went, what was that? Nora Jones, Come Away With Me. Hell, the Hamilton soundtrack. Wicked. Listen to all that. You go straight there. And it was a Sunday, bro. Couldn't put no Kurt Franklin on. Like that. I don't like a Kurt Franklin guy. Yolanda Adams, John P. Like none of those people ring a bell to you, and maybe I want to listen to them. So yeah, so Uber drivers, just turn around. Hey man, do you like this music? What music would you want to listen to? But please, or if you go Tupac, like give me Against the World for something subtle and insane and chill. Don't go All Eyes on Me. Or if you're gonna do that, give me Ambitious as a Rider. Like let me really get hype on a Sunday. But that was ridiculous, Mr. Uber.
Damn, Ryan Clark. You're gone too far. Here's why you've gone too far, Mr. Clark. Uber is a business. Uber drivers try to get ratings. And if you want to call it profiling or stereotyping, I get it. But imagine if you're running a business, you want to put on or play the music in which your customers may be accustomed to. And he may have been wrong in doing so, but he may have been trying to make you comfortable and make you happy. Because imagine how many customers he may have had and he played the music. I've been in Ubers too, and they do it. Yeah. Right? I get it. But the black Uber drivers do it too. Because they're running a business. The black Uber driver was listening to some stuff, alternative, I guess it was, when I got in the car. He turned that thing to hip hop and R&B, Sirius radio. Yeah, he could have asked you, but come on, man. We got to stop being too sensitive about every and any little thing, man. Yeah, you know a couple of those songs, but here's what I'm going to say, Ryan. Here's what I'm going to say. You said why you couldn't put some gospel on like Kirk Franklin, Yolanda Adams. But you literally profiled yourself on the gospel tip. Why couldn't it be a top white gospel rapper, gospel performer? See, we just say stuff to say stuff. And I hope that was AI or something like that, but it was on his Twitter page. But that's, to me, some stuff just don't even need to be posted. Like this is so gone too far. Okay, please tell me that's an AI video. If somebody said that's an AI video, then I'll take it. But it was on his page. So because it was on his page, that's the only reason I went for it. If it was on somebody else's page, then I wouldn't have even tripped. I wouldn't even trip. And so somebody said that's AI. I don't know how much of an AI video this is. Let me put this down right quick, and then we get the phone call, 862-799-9956. Please feel free to call in. But this is his page right here. I mean, that's his page. Ryan Clark. This is all he's talking about. Now, if we're here for the clicks and likes, then so be it. Then you get what you get out of it. He's talking about John P. Key. I just think sometimes we complain about nothingness, right? We complain about whatever. Like, I'll tell you this. If I saw a dude jump in my Uber with a cowboy hat on, I might be wrong as day, but I'm finna put on some Garth Brooks. Just what it is. I've literally seen, you want to talk about that? Watch this. I went to, here's a perfect example. Went to Colorado for the game. We go to this bar, restaurant. Of course, it's a lot of black people in there. The DJ instantly changed the music. Why? Because there's a lot of us in there. It is what it is. We didn't want to hear REM and Limp Bizkit or whatever he was playing. That's it. Now, could the Uber driver have asked? Sure. But you also could have said, hey, man, do you mind turning to this? Do you have some of the people he was talking about? Sometimes we gotta get out our own way. We gotta stop tripping. Somebody said slap him, coach. Ain't got no problem. Here you go. Slap that fool, man. Anybody agree, disagree with that? Let me know. Also, go ahead, 862-799-9956. Let's talk about it. Set up, and the playlist wasn't bad. He went back to stay scheming. Stay scheming. Hitters trying to get at me. I'm about to ride for my hitters, y'all. Anyway, I'm surprised ain't nobody got nothing to talk about. 257 people in the building. Hit the like, share, and subscribe button as well as notification bell. 114 on Twitter, 143 on YouTube. Let me check this Twitter file. Oh, we got it up. The Good, Bad, and Ugly is about to be on Twitter here in a few seconds. It is fully uploaded. It's ready to go. I just got to put the little caption up there at the top. So there it is. Shout out to Edward in the building. I agree with you, Coach. Yeah, appreciate it. Go ahead, back to Miami football. Like, y'all don't get enough, do you, man? God, oh. He going too far for kissing Mario Cristobal. Hey, man. And that's another thing. I started putting the Michael Irvin when he putting the belt on the thing. Oh, you were old. No, that man having fun, bro. Like, this is, I guess I could have did, like what's wrong with somebody having fun? He excited about the team in which he played for. He's always been very animated. Like, you had like, this is some dude that was really quiet. He just acting straight crazy. Bro, Michael Irvin is having fun. He's enjoying the moment. I don't understand how people get so upset about people just enjoying the moment. Oh, he down on all four. He's having fun, man. To me, it's amazing to me. It's amazing how, regardless of what team it is, and I understand, but I think my hardest part is, I see Stretch, I'm coming to you. Give me a second. I don't understand how people are so enamored or so captured by the way other people live their lives, man. I don't get it at all. That means that you don't have, unless that's your business, like, you run a blog about it or whatever the case. But if you're just a regular person and that's what you do all day, first of all, that ain't healthy. I'm sorry. That ain't mentally healthy. Second, go find something to do. Go get a hobby. Go learn how to fish. Go learn how to play chess or checkers. Play backgammon or something, Sudoku or something, dog. Like, if your whole life is so worried about the things that other people do in their lives that's not hurting anybody else, you got to find something else to do. You work a whole day and you come home and get on the phone or the computer, the tablet, and look up other people's lives. God damn, dog. Go find something to do. Anyway, let me get Stretch on the line. I know he's going to talk us through it. Stretch, talk to us, baby. What's on your mind, man?
Man, you know I want to talk what? Your head off?
Well, all the way out. By the time I finish, gonna be just some headphones up here. Talk to me.
You so funny. Hey man, let me tell you something, man. I have never been this happy in my life. You hear me?
Mm-hmm.
I'm talking about I was yelling and screaming at the damn screen. I was cussing everybody out and their mama on the field.
Mm-hmm.
And I had to sit down and think, man, it's 30 miles per hour wind out there. Like, we cannot get what we want. So we got to put the ball on the ground.
Mm-hmm.
We supposed to put the ball on the ground 40 times. We got to lean on our running attack. The next couple of games, we should be running the ball every bit of 30 times.
Well, bro,
but we're gonna be in Jerry's world. We're gonna hold on real quick. Hold on. We're gonna be in Jerry's world so we can air attack, we can air raid, because we know that's where Shannon Dawson come from. But what you was gonna say?
I want to say we ran the ball. We had 49 plays. I'm not sure how many total runs we had, but we had 49 plays. Beck threw it 20 times. I know Malachi threw the one. So we probably were about 50-50 on run pass.
Yeah, but what we kill our drives trying to do gadget plays. I didn't get to talk to you because I seen that you was you broke your phone and you was doing your little live video. I was with you when you was live, and I hear all your cliches you came out with about how nice the Texas fans was. But yeah, it's cult mentality over there. You at a cadet school, man. You know they don't play over there. They are morals and dignity and ethics over there, man. That's cadet land. You should know better.
I guess I should, bro.
It's
they was all walking around looking like they was in ROTC. So yeah, I hear you.
Yeah, you already see they were like robots. They ready to lock in and go to war. It's with Russia. Anybody.
With Russia. Go ahead. This man here.
Hey, but back to my dog, man. I love the way my dog acting. He done came out of your home, Oregon, Alabama. Now he a Miami head coach. Your dog, he really is starting to come out a little bit. It was personality, cause at first with the camera zooming in on him, he seemed like he was real stuck up and on his mighty horse.
Who is this?
For Michael Irvin to walk up, huh?
Who is it? Who you talking about?
I'm talking about Mario Cristobal, man.
Oh, yeah.
We were gonna fire him this year if it wasn't looking right. You know that.
I'm listening.
You know a super fan of fans like me was gonna call for us firing, man. I was one of the ones wanted fired last year.
Okay.
Especially in the 5-7 year and the 7-5 year. You got to think this man 0-2 in bowl games. I ain't happy. Well, he 1-2 now.
Okay.
Not 1-2. Is he 1-2? No, that's 3. Yeah, he 1-2. Yeah. But another thing, man, like, you're going too far, man. You can't get into my car and expect for me to know what kind of music you look like when you a certain color, man. You get what you get, man. I'm Arabic now. I cannot explain everything for you. I have to let you understand that I think that you like this type of music. Now, Ryan Clark, you going too far. You stay going too far.
Yeah, I mean, I just don't see the big deal. I understand where he's coming from, and people are more open now. But what people have to understand, this is a business, and you're trying to get people to
give you good reviews.
Yeah, get good reviews. That bring your star rating up. Yeah,
tips,
all that good stuff, man. Like, whatever.
Yeah. Interact, have a comfortable ride. I understand, but
listen, I'm gonna tell you this. I've been in an Uber, and me and the Uber driver were talking about the songs in which was on. I was educating this cat. I was in Michigan, educating this cat on common sense. We had a great conversation just because of the music that was playing. You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
And I've also been in the Uber where he playing what he wants to play, or he listen to some radio station. I put my headphones on, right? And I listen to my own music. Yeah. And guess what we don't have? We had no conversation at all. There was no interaction between us. So I didn't have any stars to give him. But guess what I gave the brother? We had a whole conversation about hip hop and music and so forth. And guess what? He got 5 stars out your boy. He did his job.
Exactly.
Mission accomplished.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly. I'm with you when you're right. Hey, but listen, I used to ride, me and you probably, I'm a couple years behind you a little bit. But I remember when I used to catch the taxi, man. I remember those songs on the taxi because guess what? We growed up to that kind of music.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm not gonna tell the taxi guy to change his music for me.
Right.
I'm gonna adapt. You know those songs and you got those on your playlist, Ryan Clark, but everybody don't need to know that. That ain't what we out here to gentrify. We're not out here to bring awareness to that you got a selective playlist. Of course, anything in America, you have to adapt. If you got a job working 9 to 5, you're gonna have to adapt. Especially right now, I'm learning Spanish. And I'm trying to tell the people you living in America. No, you got to speak Spanish. I'm not trying to learn English.
Yeah, I get it. No, I
you hear me?
No, I get
so
it.
You gotta have coping skills. You got to be able to let the people know if you got a platform that you're not biased, you enjoyed your Uber ride, even though you didn't want to hear that. I don't have to hear that all the different songs that because growing up, and he's from our generation, he should know that he's well versed in all type of music.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? But let's go back to this Ole Miss and Tulane. I'm glad those players played for Coach Pete. I'm glad when you can see, I moved on for the dollars, but the game still keeps his integrity with the players and the coach that builds that relationship with a player coach. I love to see that from out of Ole Miss. I'm gonna bring up one of the players that's from my area, the Winston Watkins. I seen Coach Kiffman do a TikTok with Winston Watkins, and then Winston shared it on his YouTube. But Coach Kiffin has a great personality, but when you can see players still get up for other coaches that make, them enjoy the game, I like that. So way to go, Ole Miss, and way to blow Tulane out. Do I think that, they shouldn't allow those G5 schools in? I think this, Coach, and you make a good point about it. You said that they should have their own bracket. Mm-hmm. And I think that's what they should do, Coach. It should be just like the FCS playoffs, man. The FCS playoffs has one of the best formats that you could ever have, man. And if the NCAA FBS division would look at their platform and look at that that playoff format, I think it can be accomplished. And then they say they have until January such and such to I don't know what day it is, December 26th or January something 6 coming up, where they have to make a decision on what they're gonna do with the format. I think the people need to actually advocate for the FCS format coming to the FBS, because they always find their number one no matter what. And you had always teams like the South Dakotas and the North Dakotas and the Montanas winning that FCS division. You know what I mean? And then you have other teams throughout the years that have played a little bit of football, like the Villanovas that stayed in FCS Division 1 AA, which I call. I just think that, it is a disservice to those teams like Texas, because they would have gave us a better matchup. We only got to see one good game of football, and that was the Miami versus the Texas A&M game, and that was
Oklahoma. I'll get an Oklahoma-Alabama game straight. We talking about on Saturday.
I got disappointed in that game. Both of those teams were supposed to be out of the playoffs with me. Alabama was supposed to beat Oklahoma that week before to get us in, and then Auburn was supposed to beat Alabama, as well as Alabama should have never got in when they lost in the SEC championship.
So hold on. I'm glad you said that, and that's back to my point. I got Chi-Town Kane. I got Big Mike from No Cackalack in the building. Give me 1 second, guys. But that's my whole point about what I was saying about the whole bracket, because here's where I'm gonna disagree with that a little bit. What I don't like about it is Alabama, and again, this is me taking my cane hat off and being a football purist. Alabama has had the toughest road, and they were getting punished for being good. Here's my example, Stretch, and I said this before on the show. Alabama had to play in a conference champion game, which is an additional game, while Oklahoma sat home, chilled, rest up, and healed. Right? Yes, it was their third loss, but it was their third loss because they were good. What happened if Oklahoma would have went and played? It would have been their third loss, and people would have said, oh, well, Alabama only got 2 losses. I have my third loss. True, indeed. You're 100% correct. But in an additional game, in a conference game, to determine who's the best. So the top 2 of the conference are there, but the guy that's 4th, 5th, and 6th in the conference get to chill. Then you look at teams like Oregon. You look at teams like Ole Miss. Their first round, they playing Tulane and JMU. Alabama got to come back and play Oklahoma.
Right.
Who they've already lost to. So, in essence, a pseudo bye week for Oregon and Ole Miss. Like, to me, if you take the top 4 from each conference, the ACC championships matter. If you lose it, you're out. It's no different than losing the ACC, the AFC, or the NFC in the NFL. You're out.
But you just think that the FCC has more weight to get a automatic qualifier through that gauntlet of a schedule.
No, I think that's a fallacy, bro. And here's the deal: 4 teams per conference is a good representation. How many SEC teams were represented this year? How many?
6.
Let's see.
6.
No, Alabama, Oklahoma, Ole Miss, Texas A&M, Georgia.
4.
5.
Georgia.
5. I'm saying
5.
Why not just make it 4? How fair is that? You get 4.
That's fair.
You get 4 teams. 4 teams to be represented. Big 12. You get 4 teams. How many teams were represented in the Big 12 this year? 1. Texas Tech.
1.
How many in the Big 10 this year? Oregon.
2. 3.
No, hold on. Oregon,
Ohio State, Indiana.
So 3. So we saying why not add one more to them in the Big 12 in the Big 10? Could have been who? I don't know whoever the 14 was. I could pull it up.
Michigan could have made it.
Probably so.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Bro, I mean, I just don't understand. Like, here's a perfect example. Let's go to the Big 10. Yeah, Michigan would have been the 4th best team. If you go to the Big 12, Texas Tech, BYU, Utah, Houston. I would rather see Utah play over Tulane.
I would definitely with you when you're right. But listen, it's still a different tier. We know that. So we still going to get mollywop. Big 12 ain't ready for no Big 10 showdown.
But it doesn't matter. It's better than Tulane. And they were 10-2. But hold on, Utah was 10-2. I'm saying Utah was 10-2. I don't see what's wrong with that.
Yeah, but they lost. They see. Okay, we're not going to go with what's wrong with that. We're going to go with what we seen when they played. You know what I mean?
Yeah, but
you didn't perform. You didn't perform, and you don't look the part all the time. See,
nobody looks the part. Yeah,
we want you to perform.
Yeah, but to me, you're telling me what your eyes look like. But you notice every team don't play the same every week, bro.
Yeah, but we said they did pretty good, but look how they got mollywhooped. So I just feel like if you go to the 16-team playoff this year coming up, it's going to be a better situation, but you're still going to have people on the outside looking in, which is the G5s. Because if they go 11-1, they still need to make the dance, just like they do for March Madness. They just need a consolation bracket. They need to play all their G5 teams that got good winning records in a division by itself to get into the playoffs. And then only one of them can do it because only the G5 national champion can get into the CFB playoff. You understand that?
Yeah, but
or the bowl series. We need to add something to get them in because we can't keep leaving them out, Coach.
Yeah, you leave them out. No, they not. G5 go get your own seat. There's 132 teams. Why? Why do we have to include a lower caliber program? Let's be honest.
Because we always, as a fan, we always looking for the underdog. Just like Malachi told y'all, he said the underdog gonna always win. The underdog gonna always win. The underdog will win one.
There's no, sir, no. The underdog. There's underdogs within the Power Four though. That's Rudy. Rudy is not an underdog. Rudy shouldn't be there. Rudy got there because he got lucky. See, an underdog. Hold on. Let's make sure we understand what an underdog is.
Okay.
See, an underdog is the lower of the class in which they're in. You understand what I'm saying?
Okay.
Like, for example, the underdog, if you take that, would have been, if we go look at the Utah, like I said, or Houston, right? That's the underdog team. That's the underdog, right? Hell, Pittsburgh, if you look at our top four, or Duke at 8-5 would have been an underdog, not a Tulane or a JMU.
So you mean to tell me Duke would have played better than a Tulane in a James Madison?
Probably.
The Dukies.
Probably.
Man, the other Dukies put up 30 points now. Come on now.
Okay, dog.
The other Dukies supposed to have been in last year.
See, don't do that.
Went undefeated last year and got put out because they had to wait to get cleared to get into playoff contention.
See, don't do that. The Dukies put up, bro. The Dukies put up 34 points after the doors was blown off, bro. It was 34-6 at the half.
It's still Oregon with their ones and twos are better than the Dukies any day. Now stop it.
And I guarantee Oregon wouldn't have pulled their twos out in the second half if they were playing Duke Blue Devils. I guarantee that.
I know you're right. I'm with you when you're right.
So that's all I'm saying.
I'm telling you now. Listen, you ready to talk some shit tonight, boy? Because you got them comebacks ready for me tonight, boy.
I'm just being honest. I've been around this game so long that think about this: JMU put up 509 total yards and scored 34 points.
Yeah, but they also got down there in the red zone and blundered some stuff too when they was driving in the beginning of the game. And momentum changes the game and the outcome of a game, Coach. Now we know. Now don't play with me now.
Come on, man. Stop playing.
You got to listen. If I can get in them, I know. Stop it. We talking about Oregon Ducks. Yes, sir. But if I can get in a rhythm and I can score with them, I'm waiting on my defense to make a play.
Oh, my God.
Coach, come on, man. I can win some of them underdog games, them Cinderella games, man.
Excuse me.
I know I can.
Stretch.
You having an unnatural allegiance to losers is not like you.
So you mean to tell me the running herd back in the days, Marshall, back when we was growing up, could not win in the playoff this year?
No.
Or the West Virginia back in the days couldn't win in the playoffs this year? Come on now, Coach.
West Virginia? They was all, what do you mean West Virginia? They was in the Big East.
But I'm saying, but they used to get mollywhopped by Syracuse, Miami, and Boston College, man. And? Don't do me like that. They started coming up when they got that quarterback, Pat White.
You ain't say West Virginia. You ain't say West Virginia Wesleyan. You said West Virginia Mountaineers. Come on, man. Stretch, you got to stop this, man. You got to stop
this. There you go. There you go. There you go. Boy, you got the one line tonight. Hey, another thing, man. Now, I ain't never tell you, man. My cousin is with number 27, the class of 27 first recruit that signed with the Miami Hurricanes. I just wanted you to know that the way they allowed the freshmen to play, I'm feeling very optimistic about the future of the Miami Hurricanes, how they're trying to keep their homegrown talent there, as well as they just got one of my players I coached when he was 11 years old to sign. I tried to get the three guys to sign, but one of them signed with Texas and one of them signed with Florida. But I was on their butt all weekend in their Instagram telling them, I said, do y'all see the defensive line and the offensive line? Why y'all went to these schools, man? Do y'all understand what I've been trying to tell y'all about the Miami mystique? So I just want to let you know, Coach, man, I am proud of Mario today. As of today, I am proud of the staff as well as everybody that played a part in all of those 10 shuttle buses you said showed up with all the different operational people that take a part in that program. I'm happy that all the people are coming back and participating on the sideline. You know, one thing I'm gonna say, and I know a lot of people ain't understanding, but Michael Irvin has so much to do with the way this team values themselves. He is a coach. He is an extended coach on the sideline. Michael Irvin has been coaching so much. A high official had to come down on the sideline and tell Mike he got to stop coaching. You got to stay off the sideline. And Mike did not hear what that was going on. So, Mike, whatever you're doing, Mike Irvin, I love what you're doing. Keep doing what you're doing. You're building us up on the field and off the field. You're doing a great job, Mike. We love you.
Appreciate it,
and yes, we're wearing our cowboy hat to come to Dallas, Texas, and we come to take over Jerry World.
All right. Well, I appreciate it, man. Let me get Chi-Town and Big Mike, no Kakalaki in the building, man. Stretch as always, dog. You came to the rescue, man. Appreciate you, brother.
Nah, you my dog, man. I wanted to call you, but I sat back and watched the rewind, and I was feeling sorry for you too about the gone good, bad, and ugly. You know, I'm with you, Coach. I might not be on here to crank the line up every time and be the person that falls through in despair because you got a whole bunch of people on your platform and your network because you have grown up and you have been groomed in the last 6 years. And I am so happy that we have finally broke this 23-year curse. I am so happy, and I want to tell the fans, GOCANES. Go, Canes, go.
I love it, dog. I love it. Real quick, man, let y'all know the Good, Bad, and Ugly is up on Twitter at Coach Hayes FB. Is rolling right now. So if you get on there, do me a favor, like it, share it, repost it, quote tweet it, whatever you got to do. Let's get it out there, man. I appreciate that, man. Thanks a lot, Stretch.
All right, baby.
My man. Chi-Town in the building. Talk to her.
What's good, Coach?
I'm good, man. I'm ready to rock and roll. I was a little blue yesterday. My Good, Bad, and Ugly didn't come out. Disney blocked it. The Mickey Mouse struck again. And but anyway, we on Twitter right now. We all the way live, man. So y'all go share. What's up with you, man? Talk to me. What's on your mind, brother?
You know, man, the Canes beat the Aggies. You know, we over here just about to go back New Year's Eve, just round out Texas. You know, make it a Cane state. My Bears beat the Packers on a walk-off overtime win. Man, I'm high right now on life.
Okay.
You know, both my favorite teams winning right now. And you know, you would think that those tree nuts in Ohio would learn what Texas A&M didn't do, because Texas A&M players were talking, and now Ohio State players are over here talking too. But I don't get it, man.
Listen, I do get it. Can I tell y'all this again? I don't have my cane hat on. They supposed to do that. Now, hold on before you respond. The consequences in which you receive from what you've done is a different story. But the kid from Texas A&M, the old lineman, he's supposed to talk trash, but he also reaps the benefits of his actions. See, consequences come in good and bad. You receive good consequences and bad consequences. Right? It's just what it is. Ohio State, as they should. They are the defending national champion. They should be talking trash. They should be high on the horse. That don't mean they won't suffer these consequences. You understand me? So, as they should talk. But just know this. Oh, just know this. There's some Canes over here. That's all I can tell you, baby.
Yeah, Ohio State defensive line saying that Mark Fletcher ain't gonna be able to run on them. You know, Jeremiah, you know, talking as he should. You know, he from the crib, so I understand that. Brandon and stuff. That one I don't get, but to each his own. So then half of the Little League coaches that I'm cool with up in Chicago are all Ohio State fans, so they're over here just talking, and I'm just like, hey man, look, come see me New Year's Eve, and then we'll see how that go.
It is.
And then and then one of my old roommates, she moved down to Texas. Her roommates are Texas A&M fans. I had to FaceTime her after the game and thought that because they're on the wrong side right now.
Well, we're gonna find out, man. Like I say, Chi-Town, listen, I'm here for it. I'm gonna sit down tonight. I don't have to go to work tomorrow. I'm gonna put my little video together that I had, all my footage. But I'm gonna have a game plan over here to Indiana, Ohio State, kind of analyze and look at it and make it happen.
Yeah, for sure, man. And then on top of that, I think that win solidified. Oh wait, yeah, I actually got a bone to pick with you, Coach.
Oh shit!
You and all the Lane Kiffin people. You and all the Lane Kiffin people who wanted Lane Kiffin over Mario, saying, "Oh well, Lane's gonna get us a 10-win season, then dip." But that's all we need. We just need to get this.
No, whoa. I ain't never said. I ain't never said.
What you mean?
No. I ain't never said he gonna get us a 10-win and dip. I said that there is no better job for the Miami Hurricane. If you're winning at Miami, Miami's a better job than LSU. If you win it, straight up, LSU is a better job than SMU. I mean, than Ole Miss. Excuse me. But Miami's a better job. Miami's a better job than LSU.
But how do we know that Lane would have stayed?
I feel like he would have stayed because there's no better job. I'm telling you, if you look at everything that guy is about, from fishing, environment, recruiting, being able to get guys in, all of that stuff. I really don't believe there's a higher job. There is not a better job. I'm being as honest as I could be. Miami winning is a better job than Alabama. And I'm dead serious. And I mean this to the bottom of my heart. With all Miami winning is no better job, bro. I don't think I'm not on a Cane juice. I'm not on a Cane fandom. If I was a talking head and I went to Ohio State and I played at Ohio State and I could sit up here and say with 100% certainty, Miami winning Miami program, and especially the way Miami is now with the program, where they are actually, the university is backing the football program. It is not two separate entities. It's not the University of Miami and the Miami Hurricanes football program. The actual university is fighting for the program. They're putting money in, NIL. You're going to tell me what's a better job, location, environment, any and everything you want. You're in the recruiting hotbed. Like, I can't find another institution or university that checks every box except the University of Miami. The only thing we don't have is our own stadium. And Miami Hurricanes have never had their own stadium. We just called the Orange Bowl our home, but that was not on campus. Other than that, there is no other place that can check every box outside of Miami.
Listen, I agree. And I know there's a lot of people that agree. But right now, there is just something about an SEC job that just draws people to it. I don't understand it.
I get that. I get that.
No, I'm agreeing with you.
No, I know you are. But some people saying that's quite a take. I get that. See, we're looking at, I want people to understand this, Shy. And Big Mike, I'm coming to you. Give me a second, brother. I'm sorry. But I want people to understand this. We have to stop looking at things, and you're a lot younger than me, Shy, through our 40, 50-year-old eyes. Yeah, Michigan is a crown jewel. It's a blue blood. But look at this. We are living through the evolution of college football. Michigan is not the same anymore because of NIL, the parity. The Ohio States, they're still holding on to it. Don't get me wrong. But trust me, a winning Miami program who is sitting literally in the mecca of all high school recruiting, the environment, right? I'm talking about where the school sits, where it is, star status. Like it could almost be like the USC of the Reggie Bush era. I'm dead serious here. You ain't in Tuscaloosa, Alabama with a Lamborghini or a Charger. You are literally in college in a pro atmosphere. You understand what? You are a college student in a pro atmosphere with college going to the pro model. I want people to understand that. You are in a college game that's following a pro model in a pro area. Bro. And you got a personality like Lane Kiffin, who got that Twitter crap in. He got that Miami junk in him, dog. He got that obnoxious. I don't think he leaves to go to LSU. I just don't.
I don't think he leaves to go to LSU, but I think he leaves to go to the NFL.
That bridge is burned. It's done. And listen, I don't believe that I don't believe he's an NFL coach. I believe he did he understands exactly what Nick Saban understood. My bread is buttered in college football. I am not an NFL guy. I can't do when you're in the NFL, you are not in charge. He learned that very early. When you are in college, you are in charge. You will literally run the town. When you're in the NFL, you got to answer to a GM and an owner. As long as you're winning, the AD gonna stay out your way, and the goddamn old president gonna stay out your way. You could be winning in the NFL and get canned because y'all got personality conflict.
Well, I agree that I think Lane would have done a fantastic job here. I don't think he would have stayed though. Like, yes, he has the personality, and you know, like we could agree to disagree because you have a very valid point. What's up?
No, I'm saying sure. I agree with you. You'll get agree to disagree.
Yeah. I just feel that with the personality that Lane is, it's not everybody's cup of tea, and I think he would have burned a couple of recruiting bridges in some of the high schools in South Florida. In what regard?
Answer that for me. No, I'm saying, but how do you? In which regard? How do you figure?
Well, I think Lane is very open. He speaks his mind, and I really think that if a coach for instance, we all love Uncle Luke. He's a polarizing figure, or whatever. Mm-hmm. If Luke would have came out and said what he said, about Ray and the whole situation, if he would have said that and Lane was here, do you really think that Lane would have just not responded?
Hell no. He would have responded. Then. Yeah, he would have responded. But I also think, and I don't know if this to be true. I could probably try to ask Luke, but I guarantee he probably would have reached out to Luke to have that conversation. Or he would have been transparent enough to say maybe why Ray ain't playing. Instead of leaving it, because the idle mind is the devil's workshop. When nobody truly knows what's going on, here comes the speculation. Here comes the rumor mill. Starts spinning. Oh, he ain't good. Oh, he dropped off. He don't practice with. And if we talking about just talking heads like me, I'm in Orlando. I don't go to practice, but I never came up with any speculation. But anyway, go ahead. Talk your speech.
Yeah, I just think that Mario was the right choice, only because it was a slow build. You and a lot of Lane Kiffin fans wanted that quick turnaround, which I understand. We have been down for over 2 decades, and we needed something. But honestly, just the way that the program has been rebuilt, and just the slow build of getting the right character in there, because we're not like Georgia, where those guys are just speed racing all up and down Athens, Georgia. Michigan's got their own problems. Ohio State fans are their own little thing and everything. But I just think that Mario was the right choice. And I feel that, with the way that the program is projecting, and I think he's a safe bet that I don't think he's going anywhere anytime soon until he finishes what he started to get Miami back to where it's needed to go. I think that we kind of are doing okay. Like, I definitely think that he's putting to rest some of those haters. And I really think that I don't think Lane would have done that for us.
Okay. Like I said, we can agree to disagree. For sure. No, but I'm just saying a lot of people look at it and I say to myself, I don't know. Because I don't want to sound like I'm not here to piss on Mario Cristobal, if that makes sense. I'm ecstatic for what he's doing. I just think that there is a narrative around Lane, and I had to actually do some research. To change my mind in regards to what I thought, because I was following the narratives. And when I realized, he's going to get up and leave. Okay, he left Ole Miss. Everywhere he left for a better situation. They got fired. There's only 3 situations he left for a better situation. He left Tennessee to go to USC for his dream job. He left. That's the only job he left premature. That's the only job he left prematurely. He left FAU. Think about it. Just to get away from Saban, he took an FAU job. Stayed there 3 years. Left FAU to get a better job at Ole Miss. Goes to Ole Miss, stays there 6 years. 3 10-win seasons in 6 years had never been done. Really could have probably coached this team. I don't know where. I don't think he win a natty, but whatever. And he left that job after 6 years to go to LSU for a better job. No, I don't think anybody can dispute, unless you're an Ole Miss fan, that LSU is a better job than Ole Miss.
No, LSU is definitely better. I think Lane will do fantastic at LSU. I think that is where he fits perfectly. I don't know, man. Like it's just some, and Lane has been a head coach throughout my entire childhood. Right when Bama started their dynasty in 2009, that was Lane Kiffin's first time at Tennessee. So, trust me, I've seen the whole Lane progress. Now I've seen it through different lenses, but I've seen that whole progression, and I don't know. I don't know. But like I said, we could just agree to disagree. I think Mario was the right choice, and we could all agree that we just needed him to beat Ohio State New Year's Eve. And I definitely just think that we're doing okay, and I think Lane's going to do fantastic at LSU.
I love it.
But here's also one thing that I think you could agree on, though. Mario's never lost to Florida at Miami, whereas Lane lost to Florida at Ole Miss.
Okay.
Yeah. That's it. And I do agree, G5 needs their own playoff. I need G5 out these playoffs, bro.
Yeah. It's just, to me, it's a waste of time and spots.
For sure. I think. Look, if you want to appease the big conferences, like I'm okay with. You want to give SEC 4, Michigan 4, or Big Ten 4. I don't care. Like I just think it needs to be different, because the way that it is, whoever gets the 11 and 12 seeds automatically lose, and the 5 and 6 seeds in the playoffs is basically like a FCS opponent, because that's basically what it is. So I don't agree with that.
I don't know, man. Like I said, because what you're going to have strategically, people are going to start getting out of the ACC conference game.
Yeah.
So I get to chill. Yeah. But anyway, we'll chop it up. Go ahead.
No, like it's literally just going to take away the feeling of being a conference champion because it doesn't mean anything.
Mm-hmm.
And I forgot what college coach said this, but he thinks that you should make bowl season the beginning of the year, week 0. Everybody should have a game week 0, and it should be all FBS teams. That way, the Bulls make their money. All your star players are still in it. Everybody plays week 0, and it's basically like one big television show because you get all the different bowls. You get like the Pop Star Bowl. You get your incoming freshmen. Their first game is going to be, a bowl game, and then the rest of the year it's serious. True. That way, the bowl games aren't losing money because all the star players aren't sitting out. I actually think that would actually be a pretty smart move for the Bulls.
Correct. 100%.
Yeah. But all right, Coach, I know you got another caller. Go ahead, get out of here, man.
I appreciate you, Sha.
I hope you're staying safe out here, man.
I sure am, man. Hey, man, drink beer, drive fast, and take chances, baby. That's what I'm all about. All right, we'll chop it up, man. Appreciate you, Sha.
Yeah, of course, man.
All
love, man.
Yes, sir. Merry Christmas, brother. All right, real quick, want to answer this before I get to Big Mike. Juan says, no, Coach, Al Davis fired him. True story. He was fired, right? An NFL job. USC fired him on a tarmac. True story. But USC also lied to him about the sanctions. He still went to a Rose Bowl under sanctions from Pete Carroll. A guy that does more with less. UT burned beds in front of his house. I understand. I tell you, that's the one he left premature for his dream job at USC, in which they lied to him about the sanctions. Nick Saban fired him a week before the Natty. I 100%. And I guarantee Nick Saban regrets it. I'm not saying the guy is a saint. I'm saying he's a straight a-hole. I get it. He's probably entitled, arrogant, self-righteous, conceited, whatever you want to call it, narcissistic. But I'll just tell you this, maybe I'm wrong, but wherever he's going, he's made the programs better. That's all I was saying. That's it. That's all I'm saying. All right, Big Mike from No Cat. Talk to me.
What's going on, Coach?
What's up, man? Hey, G Will, tell me what you be stealing, man. Put them in the chat. What's going on with you, Mike? Talk to us.
Man, I'm still on that burning ships. Man.
You got to burn. Hey, we still burning them, baby. Let's go.
Yeah, man. I shared that with a pastor. And, man, he took that. I don't know if he put it in his sermon, but he loved that, man. Yeah. Christians need to have that same attitude, not to go back to the old ways, but to burn the ships, man. I thought that was so awesome.
I appreciate it, man. Well, tell the pastor, well, he can watch that part of the show if you send it to him. We don't curse, so he'll be all right. Tell him to watch that part, man. Right. Just hit him with a timestamp. He'll be good to go.
Yes, sir.
My man.
I had that Uber thing. I did Lyft, man, and I kind of did the same thing, but I kind of did old school music, you know what I'm saying? Because everybody loves old school music, man. So profile people and play the music they want. You think that they may like, but definitely play music that can hit all genres, all ages, black, white, Hispanic, you know what I'm saying? Everybody who can vibe to. Because you kind of feel like a DJ when you're in there. So when somebody come in, you want to play something that, you know what I'm saying, they might be upset for the day or something. Want to, okay, let me play something that's, soft, not too hard or nothing like that. But you definitely are like a mobile DJ.
Yeah, I mean, like I said, it's a business. If grandma come in, if grandma come in, you look at her, you might put on some Shirley Caesar if you know what you're doing.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Or you may
or some Al Green.
Yeah, and again, I'll say this. Maybe the Uber driver was wrong for assuming, but here's what I will tell you. That's still his car or her car.
Yeah.
You understand what I'm saying? My thing is, how you know? Yeah, just because you jumped in don't mean I don't want to listen to many men and stay scheming.
Right. Yeah, it's definitely you know what I'm saying, you're trying to find something that both of y'all can vibe to, because he's driving, he gotta you know, pay attention to the road, get you there to point A to point B safely. So it's definitely something that he can vibe to. And it's like both finding music y'all can vibe to together, or even have a conversation, because sometimes people just need something to open the door of conversation. You know what I'm saying? So that could be it too.
Yeah.
But I want to talk to you about the playoffs. You know what I'm saying? I understand what you were saying about the G5, but I'm not sure if I was listening to Josh Pate or Joe Cladd. You know how the Olympics have you got to get Olympic time just to even go into the Olympic trials.
Mm-hmm.
If the G5, they put a schedule together that is you know, a hard schedule. I forgot how he said it, but you know what I'm saying, a schedule that's allowed them to just be ranked. And if they're they go through that schedule and they're ranked in the top 12 or top 10, they're allowed to come in, because I don't think every year a G5 can compete with the Power Four. But it's once every 2 years, there's that one G5 team that's really good, that in the past never got the chance to compete. But I think if we make it a standard, you know, you reach this bar, then yeah, you can potentially get that 12 or 11 spot. But you have to get to that level to say that you're able to compete. But I don't think every year a G5 is able to compete with these other conferences.
I think my only problem with that, though, Mike, is we're lowering the bar so somebody can get in. Join the conference. It's just that simple. The same way we telling Notre Dame to join the conference. Join the conference. Go petition to be in the Big 10 or Big 12 or wherever. And join the conference. It's almost like everybody get a trophy. We can't forget the little guy. Well, guess what? This big boy football. It is what it is. Because if that's the case, then well, guess what? Let the HBCUs in then. I'm for that then. If we're gonna let the HBCUs in then. Oh no, nobody want to do that, right? See, we're gonna draw the line. Oh, we're gonna draw the line there, right? No. What I'm saying is join a conference. Come in.
When you mean join a conference, what do you mean? Because isn't Tulane in a conference?
No. When I'm talking about join a Power Four conference like UCF did. UCF left the All-American Conference or whatever they were in, the AAC, and they joined the Big 12. SMU left whatever conference they were in, I don't know, AAC or whatever they were in, and they joined the ACC. Houston joined the Big 12.
Though, right? That doesn't change the fact they don't have the players to compete still. And I mean,
yeah,
if they join
SMU literally joined the conference. SMU last year literally joined the ACC and went to the ACC championship game. I don't have no problem with that. None whatsoever. SMU with Rhett Lashley was a G5 program. The year they joined the ACC, their first year, they got into the ACC championship.
Right.
I just don't get, like, what is this? Everybody get a trophy. What did Boise do in the first round of the playoffs?
Who?
Boise.
Boise. They lost. They lost, right?
Yeah. I'm listening. What happened? They was killing people, right?
Yeah.
And what did they do?
They got whipped.
Exactly. They have what's the man name? Michael Myers or whatever.
Gentry?
Yeah, Gentry. But he's standing better, bro. It's no match. It's no match. Now, I'm not opposed if they want to get into the Heisman race. It's about college football, which whatever. But we talk about playing, and y'all talk, and everybody talking about the best 12 teams. Let's go.
Yeah. I understand. I mean, I kind of like what Stretch was saying, that they do deserve to get in, but I just feel like they could do it your way too. I don't have no problem with that. Join the conference, and if you win that conference, then obviously you've been competing at a certain level to justify you being in that top 12 or top 16 or whatever, how many positions. But I mean, that's just another way for them to get in. But I understand.
Like I said, I'm looking at it, and they lost to, who did they lose to? Penn State, 31-14. And they had a bye week.
Yep.
And they had a bye week. It was no match. It was no, like in basketball. Correct me if I'm wrong. I'm not a real basketball fan, so I may be wrong in this, but I think I'm right. Don't you have the conference? You have the conference, am I right?
Uh-huh.
I mean the tournament. And then what is the NIT? What's the difference between it? What's the NIT? Do you know?
Yeah, those are the teams that didn't quite make the March Madness tournament. So they go, it's like a secondary playoff.
Thank you. A loser's bracket. Is what it is.
Yeah.
It's you heard you say they didn't quite make it. So we're going to give y'all a chance to go over here and play in a playoff system where you could be the NIT champion or whatever it is. You're the best of the worst over here. And this is the best of the best. It is what it is.
Yeah. I have no sympathy for allowing the best to compete, and those that just don't make the cut. They just don't make the cut. Just like, you know what I'm saying, you try out for a basketball team. You know what I'm saying? You might be good on the playground, but as soon as you get to organized basketball, you know what I'm saying, it's just another level.
Yeah.
I mean, you get cut.
Yes, sir. 100%. 100%. Well, Mike, let me push on. Matter of fact, while you're still on here, let me give some love to, we got a new member, Coach Smook in the building, man. Appreciate you. Brother, appreciate it, man. New member in the building. Thank you so much, my man, for joining. Man, make sure you link your Discord, too. I'm not sure if you know how to do that. The producer, LMV, definitely has the information there in the building. Appreciate you, Coach Smook. Much love to you, my brother. Thank you.
Yeah, I need to do that, Coach. I need to link the Discord, because that's the only thing I haven't gone.
I don't know how to do it, dog. I think she'll throw it in there in a second, because something with YouTube and Discord. I forgot how I did it, but if not, you can definitely YouTube it. But I think she'll put it in here in a second. Shout out to the producer, LV. She's awesome, man. Man, clap it up for LV, man. God dog. There we go. Oh, that was a sorry clap. What happened? Oh, Coach, I can help you set up a chat bot, bro. Real easy. Well, hey, hit me up on Discord, Coach Smook. It was two people I had on there, Go Tigers and my man Lou, when they brought up the Discord. I don't know nothing about it. I have no idea. I don't understand it. I be trying to learn about it, put more stuff in there. I did build a she shed for the ladies. So, bro, if you can help out and you want to help out and be a part of it, you more than welcome. You can go in there and you can build all kind of stuff, man. It's your canvas. You're a member. Do your thing. But hit me up on the DM in the Discord, Coach Smook, and we'll talk about it. Because I thought Discord was just for little nasty videos. If you want to know the truth, I didn't know it did what it did, but I know what it do. If you understand what I'm saying. But for sure. All right, Mike, man. Let me push on, brother.
All right, Coach.
For sure. Much love, man. All right, we going here. We got Dub City on the line, Jamel from DC, and then 1121 coming to you. Dub City, talk to us. Dub going once.
What's good, Coach?
Well, I ready to give you the. What's up with you, man?
Hey, can you hear me?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, these callers been almost putting me to sleep, man. I just got on the show, say you was on or whatever. But yeah,
well, turn the thing out then. Well, turn it out then.
That's what I plan on do. And let me tell you something.
Talk to me.
Just like I told y'all a couple of months ago when I said, hey, this team reminds me of the old Miami Gracie 2001 team and stuff like that. When I actually said, even though I wasn't talking about the players was just like Ed Reed, Sean Taylor, and them, and all of that. I said, Coach, I said, we got this. I said, we got the offensive line. I said, we got the defensive line. We got some decent cornerbacks, some decent, decent free safeties and stuff like that. And I said, Coach, I said, this team right here is reminding me of them. You remember when I said this? I said, we got Ken Dorsey. I said, we got Jeremy Shockey. I said, we got Clinton Portis in them. Andre, you know what I'm saying? We got everybody on the team, but, just not the greats like they was. I told y'all this, and y'all like, no, we don't. No, we don't. This team ain't like this. This team ain't like that. Y'all, you remember that?
I do, and I'm finna slap your face for that foolishness that you trying to compare.
Go ahead.
You trying to compare this team still to the old.
That's not what I'm doing, Coach.
That what you just said?
That's not what I'm doing.
That what you said?
No, that's not what I'm doing. What I was saying was this team reminds me of those teams when we had the hellified defense. You see, can't nobody do nothing with our defense, right? I'm just comparing, like, if we ever gonna be something, it starts with this team right here, is what I'm saying.
Fair enough.
No, it's not the great 2001 team. Okay. I'm not saying that.
Fair.
I'm saying this is the best we done seen since then.
Fair enough.
That's all I'm saying.
Okay, that's fair enough. Okay.
Hold on. Hold on. Wait, hold hell. I'm tired of these jive turkeys getting on here. And when I'm sitting there saying, like, Coach, we got a quarterback to do just like Kim Dorsey, that manage the game. You ain't got, just don't go out here and throw interceptions. We got this stuff. We got a great running back. We got great wide receivers. Like, just like I said already, Fletcher didn't have to tell Tony nothing. All he has, boy, you baby Jesus. You're going to be all right. Anytime you got Jesus on your team, you're going to be all right. This boy is baby Jesus. You ain't got to go over there and pet talk him. You ain't got to pet talk him.
Why not?
What? He baby Jesus. Did anybody pet talk Jesus? No. Did anybody pet talk God? Who is God daddy? But who is Jesus daddy?
Y'all be taking this stuff too far. Y'all know that. You
ain't got to pet talk them. That's baby Jesus. You know, if you had this same feeling that I done had about this team, I don't care if we went down them couple, them couple weeks and lost them games. I've been telling everybody, I'm like, them are two good teams. Just because the committee and coaches polls don't rank them, everybody knows a 4-1 team in the ACC should be ranked.
I'll tell you this, Dub.
And that was,
I'll tell you this, Dub. I'm no
hold on, because you told me to cook.
No, because you're going too far. You trying to say that Malachi Tony, I know we call him baby Jesus, but he ain't Jesus. Now, I'm going to just say this. I'm going to say this to you. I'm no Bible scholar. But even when Job was suffering, his homies came and sat with him. You understand me? And Job wasn't Jesus. I'm just going to let you know that. We all suffer, and we need people to get us through. And Malachi Tony was suffering in that moment. And guess what? Mark Fletcher was his homeboy, came and sat with him and said, I got you, dog. Don't do this to me. I need you as much as the world needs you. Now rise up and be the Malachi Tony I know you are. Because Gabos, the game ain't based on sympathy. It ain't no time to be sympathetic to yourself. Hold your chin up high and go out there and do what you're supposed to do and take that thing across the white line. And we going to go ahead and take that thing to the Cotton Bowl. Now, Continue, my brother. Amen.
Well, I'm gonna tell you just like this right here, Coach. Well, he may not have been a Jesus, but damn it, he was close enough to being a Hector, which is the same damn thing. We can say Hector, okay? Hector, get out there, you baby Jesus, little cousin, baby brother. Hector, go out there and do your thing. You ain't got nothing to worry about. If your name is Jesus, Jesus, damn, tell me some more. Whoever other that names even start like that and end with that. You blessed, boy. You this one little mistake that you done made all season.
I'm just saying.
You better than this.
It's okay.
You better than this.
But dog, that let you know that the kid cares. He ain't go over there like, man, I balled all season. I don't care. Bro, he cared,
but
dog.
You know what? You know what though? He don't have to tell us he cared because we know. He been doing every damn thing for this team all year. Now I'm gonna tell you something about Shannon Dawson. Now, if Shannon Dawson, when you remember, because I said we should have beat them by, and I said this, I said we gonna beat them by 14 to 17 points. Now all of them missed field goals and stuff, and I understand the wind played a factor or whatever. You know what I'm saying? The whole 9 yards. Now Shannon Dawson, I think the past couple weeks or whatever, he been trying to do too many trick plays and all of this and that type stuff, and the whole entire time. Fletcher was averaging 7-8 yards a carry in the first half. Just run the damn ball, man. You ain't got to do all that stuff.
You know what's so funny about y'all Kane fans? At first, he ain't creative enough. He ain't creative. Then when he tried to get creative, he ran too many trick plays. It took funny. Just run the ball. See?
Coach, but you know what, though? But hold on, Coach. But you know what, though? A great coach know when they need to do stuff and know when they don't. A great coach know exactly what, especially the offensive coordinator, whatever, knows exactly what the defense is doing. You got two guys that's supposed to be good, defensive end or whatever. Guess what? Ain't nobody never said nothing about the defensive tackles. Run the ball up the damn middle. Every team, every game is different. You might have good defensive tackles and decent ends. Our offensive line is great. Run the ball up the middle. Damn what the fans say. He got in his trick play thing a couple of weeks ago and never left it. We didn't need to try to do all them trick plays against them. Run the damn ball up the middle. Guess what? Guess what got us a lot of yards? Running that thing up the middle.
Yes, Lord.
Sometimes you can't play with the booty hole. I'm just saying, run it up the middle. You got to run it, quit going side to side, trying to rub on the thigh and the leg. Go straight up the middle. Straight up the middle is where the action is at.
But just but just 4 weeks ago, hold up, but just a month ago, all he do is run the A gap. All he do is run the gate. Now he can't play with no thighs. Now he got to go in the middle because that's where the action is. I'm telling you, y'all unbelievable.
No, Coach. Every is different. Every female is different. Some female like you lick them on the thighs. Some of them like you lick, you know what I'm saying? Want you to lick that damn.
Man, we got the kids on here, man. All of them
is different. Oh, no, I'm just saying, all of them is different. Some of them want you to nibble on the ear. Some of them might want you to rub them on the hair. Every game is different. Every team is different. Yes, sometimes you gotta rub on the outside of the thigh. Sometimes you gotta rub on the inside of the thigh. Sometimes you gotta kiss the navel. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes you gotta kiss the navel. The belly button. Sometimes you gotta lick the stomach. Everybody is different. Every game is different.
How do I get these people? How does Coach Hayes?
I'm just saying, come on, Coach. You a real football coach.
How does this
work?
This. Yes, but what I'm trying to say to you, I get that. And I understand that.
You can't.
No. What I'm telling you.
You as a coach, do not listen to a damn thing a fan say.
I understand that. And I guarantee.
If a fan say run it up the middle, run it on that side, throw passes all game. You as a coach should understand what the defense
I get that. What I'm telling y'all as a fan base, when he did that, y'all were mad. And then when he changed up, y'all are mad.
I wasn't mad.
Okay.
I wasn't mad.
All right.
I was not mad.
All right.
I said, let that man times when you go up against other teams, you might not try to show them everything you're trying to do. I understand that. I don't play football. A lot of these people haven't played football. When I played football in the early 90s. We had coaches, you know what? We're going to run this one play the whole game. If you stop it, guess what? We're going to run two. We ran two plays the whole game.
And guess what?
You might stop one of them, but I'm just telling you the era I grew up.
Y'all lost that game, didn't you? Hold on. Tell me the truth. Y'all lost that game? Y'all lost that game?
No, on my dead daddy, we didn't lose it because he was getting the ball to me.
Because they was trash. That team y'all was playing was trash. They was full of these right here. They were full
the whole game.
Guess what? If y'all ran that same play every day, then y'all play nothing but poor little Timmys. I'm sorry. Maximus Matt, what's up, baby?
You know what? Just like you said earlier, it ain't about participation trophies, right? Polar and Timmy line up on the field. Polar and Timmy need to get their ass kicked.
And guess what? And that's why you can run one play. Line. That's why you can run one play, because you're playing Poor Little Timmy. See, don't get it twisted. When you playing Poor Little Timmy, yeah, you can run one play. You know that, and I know that. Coach, listen, you know that.
I know. I would have hellified running back.
And guess what?
Hellified running back.
Okay, when y'all play them real gangsters, did y'all run the same play?
That's what we had 46 power, we had 47 power, we had 42 dive. Them the three plays we ran. Whichever one of them worked, that's what we were sticking with.
And guess what? And can I promise you this?
Full house. Hold on, full house backfield.
Sir.
The whole you remember that was back.
I'm gonna promise you this right here, Dub, and I'm gonna push on. I'm gonna promise you this. Y'all only played 10 games.
No, we made it to the playoff.
First round? First round? It was sleep.
No, we made it. We made it past fourth round a couple times.
So y'all conference was terrible then. Ain't nowhere in the world you go in the game with 3 plays, dog. Unless you had the whole.
I didn't say. Listen, I didn't say we only had 3 plays. I said that's what we ran.
All right, you right.
I'm not one. No, coach, you got to know. You're gonna give me a little more time because I ain't called in for a minute. You got to give me a little more time. But what I'm saying is, I'm not one of these people that say, "Okay, we need to run it on the outside more." I'm just saying we need to. Hold on, coach. Hold on, coach.
Hold on. I done lost control.
Hey, coach. Coach, can you hear me? Coach, can you hear me? Coach. What the hell? What's done happened? Wait a minute. Hello? Coach. Coach, can you hear me?
You heard my side, man.
Coach, can you hear me?
No, you got a conference calling me, and
I'm trying to eat, Brian. I don't know how to do it.
Man,
no, my phone did an update. I don't know how to do it. I don't know. Hey, coach. Coach, can you hear me?
Yeah, he hear you.
Man, why y'all playing with me, man? Why you call me, bro? like, what y'all playing? Hold on, man. But no, coach, he ain't froze because his camera moving. His clock in the back moving. Come stop playing with me, coach. Why you doing this to me, coach? You know I was cooking. But anyway, what I was saying was, I'm not one of these, coach. I'm not one of these people that let's sit here and say like. I did say that against certain teams, Dawson need to stop running up the middle and start running on the outside. But I'm not saying that's something he should do all the time, right?
Running up the middle of the A gap or the B gap.
Yeah. Like I said, you got thighs, the inner thighs, the outside of the thighs, and everything else.
Man, we got the kids watching, man.
Try something else, man.
Well, listen, I am gonna try something else. I'm gonna try another caller.
No, coach.
All right.
I I got my Uncle E. Brown on here with me. You can't switch now.
I see E. Brown.
No, I don't like thighs, man. I don't like thighs.
Listen, how do y'all?
Like thighs.
How do y'all? How do y'all hack? Hey, how do y'all hack my phone system? I didn't put E. Brown on here. Just two dudes just show up all of a sudden.
Coach, I told you I used to do this for a living. I didn't put E. Brown in here. The two dudes just show up all of a sudden.
Oh my God, my life is out of control. E. Brown, hang up. You gonna close the show out tonight? I ain't gonna be on here all night with y'all. I'm already 3:40 in the building.
No, E. Brown, but me and E. Brown gonna close it out together.
All right, well, y'all go in the back. Y'all go in the back and do hair and makeup.
Oh, you doing me like that, E. Brown? Really?
Listen,
no, man, no. No, I gotta follow orders, man. I follow orders. Coach said call back in.
No, because I got other callers on the line. Y'all can close the show out. When I take the phone number down, y'all call back in. I know you already got a program in your phone. So y'all done already hacked me, so y'all know how to do that. But anyway, I'll call y'all back.
We'll call back in. We'll call.
Lord have mercy. I done got hacked. Lord have mercy. Jamel from DC. Caller, hey, if you want to call in, please call in now. Right? Go ahead and take the phone down line after we finish talking to my man Jamel from DC. I don't know how old man E. Brown got on the line with Dub City. He talking about Smiley, the whole show out of control. Maximus Matt, what's up, baby? Shout out to you, man, and the family. Enjoyed seeing you at the game, man. Shout out to the little ones. Shout out to your family and everything else, man. Much love to you guys. Do me a favor, man. If you could email me that pic, I would love it, man. CoachHaysFootball@gmail.com. I try to keep making collage of stuff like that. I really enjoy that. All right. Jamil, talk to us. Man. Talk some sense, Jamil. I tried to get frozen. I tried to act like I was frozen, and the doggone clock told on me in the back. I forgot. Doggone it.
Nah, man, that call went. Hey, man, that call was all over. It was funny as hell, though, man. That was a great call. A bunch of good laughter. But, hey, man, I agree with. I don't know what you started the convo off with first. I'm gonna say the first thing I heard was you was talking about, like Shannon Dawson and the play call, essentially saying the fans have been asking him to be creative.
Okay,
which is true, right? I think that part of the reason Fletcher was able to run for so many yards is because they didn't stack the box like the teams did early in the year. Because you don't kind of know what Shannon Dawson, you know what he's going to do, but it's more creativity in it. Now, do I think some of the plays made zero sense at certain times, like the little reverses? I didn't like those. But a couple of plays, even at the Mally cat, the one in the goal line, I think if Malinoa didn't miss his block, he could score on that. So I'm not really too mad about that. And I think we only had 49 offensive plays, and one of them was a quarterback meal. So 48 offensive plays?
Something like that,
You ran Fletcher about 17 times. You ran Mally about 4 or 5 times. So I think we probably ran in total about 24 times. That's half of the plays right there is running plays.
I'll tell you right now, we had a literally 17-3, that's 20, 21, 22, 23, 27. Carson Beck had 4 carries, with 2 of those were sacks. So those were technically passing plays. I think he ran for the other 2. 25 rushing plays.
So we half our plays was literally run plays. So I think now for some degree we could have probably run a tad more, but running half your plays is run plays. That's a good amount of runs. I think we just not realizing that we only had 48 snaps really on offense. Now we'd have had 64 snaps and we only ran the ball that many times. I'd have said we needed to run the ball a lot more. But I think the reason Texas A&M wasn't able to stack the box is because we've been doing jet sweeps. We've been running Mally cat. We've been doing all this other stuff. So they haven't stacked the box like the teams did early in the year.
True.
Now, I do wish that Shannon Dawson learns, maybe going into this Ohio State game, it seems like there's a clear difference, which I thought all year, from how you got to play those ACC teams and play the big boys. They don't really do too much, far left, far right creativity. They may do a play here and there. But the ACC, you kind of got to win like that. But when you play the Ohio States and all them other teams, you don't want to be running no reverses, getting -5 yards. You can't do that against teams like those.
Oh, I agree.
You
with
gotta
you. I
make
agree with
them.
you.
Go ahead. What you about to say, Coach?
No, I was saying I agree with you 1,000%. Also, for some reason, Twitter is the devil's workshop. Y'all stay off Twitter. My God, have me sidetracked. There's too much going on right now. Too much eye stimuli. But anyway, go ahead. Sorry.
Yeah. Nah, so I wanted to talk about that part. And then what was you saying earlier in the convo? I missed that.
Like nothing. We were just talking about. We were just talking about the. We were just talking about the playoff games, and we were talking about getting rid of the G5s.
Oh yeah.
You know, that kind of stuff. Man.
I think yeah. I think they need to get rid of letting the G5 automatically make it. I think a G5 team can get in if it's like those G5 teams from the past that maybe, didn't get the fourth spot, but probably would have got the sixth spot. Those teams that maybe went 13-0, beat some big time teams, blowing everybody out, like the UCF team, those old Boise State teams. Team like that, they should be within 12. There's no way you telling me they can't be within 12. But you can't just be giving the 24th and 25th ranked team, just put them in the playoffs. It's a huge difference between the top 12 and probably somebody that's 25th. Like it's a very huge difference. Because I don't even think a lot of people watched those two other games. Those games was terrible because they felt like, I don't know, man. They just ain't. It
felt like a bad. It felt like a bad bowl game. It felt like when you watch. It felt like when you watch, the Gasparilla Bowl. When you watch the big Red Riding Lawnmower Bowl. When you watch the CarQuest Bowl. That kind of crap, man. Yeah.
Yeah, the games was just boring. It didn't even look like they said that was the largest crowd in Ole Miss history. I watched a couple Ole Miss games. I watched when Ole Miss played Mississippi State, the Lane Kiffin last game. The way that crowd was, I don't know if that was at Mississippi State or not, but whatever. I think I might have watched them play one of them games at Ole Miss. Yeah, I think I was at Ole Miss. The way that crowd was not the same as it was against Tulane. I don't care if Tulane had more people there, but just the excitement in the place wasn't the same because it's like you watching garbage.
Right.
Nobody want to watch it. And that's no disrespect to Tulane, no disrespect to JMU. Like, they did their thing to make it there based upon the current rules. But I'm just saying, there's a huge difference in watching the Alabama-Oklahoma game and the Miami and Texas A&M game. And I'm not talking about just a huge difference in just the talent gap, but the speed of the game, the physicality, it felt like it was what it was supposed to be. Everybody on the edge of their seats. Like you didn't even have to like one of those two teams to tune into those two games. That's how good those
1,000%. And that's what the playoffs should. That's right. That's what the playoffs should look like. You know what I mean? At some point, not at one point during the Ole Miss Tulane Oregon JMU game, it was that way, except the opening kickoff. That's the only time the score was close, at the opening kickoff. That's it. That's it. It was 0-0. After that, man, matter of fact, let me just look at this right quick. I don't even know if they got a scoring on here. Man, when did they score? How fast did these people score? I wish they'd have had this crap on. It was like the third play of the game. It was the third play of the game. Look at this. Scoring. They scored 3 plays. Man, look at it. Touchdown. First quarter, 13 minutes, 17 seconds. Scored again, 2 minutes and 37 seconds. Second quarter. They scored 3 touchdowns just in the third quarter alone. 11:33, 9:18, and 4:22. Come on, dog. I don't want to see that, man. No, they're like eating cereal with a fork. They're stupid.
They shouldn't. That's nobody want to see that, man. I was watching the game. Well, the game, I ain't gonna say I was watching the game. The TV was on. Yeah, that's what was. I wasn't even paying attention to because it was boring. Especially after watching the Miami game.
Yeah, I'd be lying to you if I told you I watched it. I was trying to get back to the crib, but I was on that Lord have mercy airlines. If they, Lord, please get me back to the crib safely.
Which was on Spirit?
Nah. I was on that other one. I was on that, oh my God, Airlines, if you understand me. Doggone pilot had mustard stain on his shirt. He didn't even have no hat. Yeah, dog.
Oh nah.
And that boy wearing some Jordan 3s. I'm like, come on, bro. God, bro.
Oh, somebody in the comments said Frontier.
Yeah.
Somebody tried to tell me to get on that joint to go to the Cotton Bowl. I said, I don't know. I heard Frontier pay you to get on their flights.
Yeah. Everybody on Frontier, you got to stick your leg out to help stop the plane. Yeah.
Nah, I ain't into that.
Yeah, that's how you got to do it. But nah, Jamel, man, let me push on, man. Let me get rocking. I can't wait. We got literally 8 days, 20 hours, 48 minutes, and 45, 44, and 43 seconds before we whip these people behind, man. I'm excited.
Oh, yeah, I've been watching tape on them already, Coach. I got my game plan. I'm watching tape, man.
My man.
I'm not impressed.
I love it. All right, man. I'm going to drop this number, man, so Ebron never can call in. I can lock this thing up as soon as they get in the back door. All right.
All right, Coach.
Much love to you, Jamel. Thanks, man. All right, coming up next is Bishop Newkirk in the building, 1121. After that, we're going to go ahead and lock the line right quick. Bishop Newkirk in the building. What's up, baby?
Yes, sir.
Is the gumbo fire?
All the drink.
I used to read Word Up magazine. Salt, pepper, and Heavy D up in the limousine. Talk to
limousine.
Me. Yes, sir.
Hey, what's good? What's shaking? What's popping? Hey, I see you.
I see what's shaking over here. Twitter, stay off of it. But anyway, go ahead, talk to me,
man. Nah, man. Hey, big salute to Miami. Y'all did y'all thing. Appreciate and now it's time to go to work. Go back to the pit. Start putting in work, stacking days.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Hey, as we say over here, you got to burn the ships, baby. It's time to burn the ships.
Hey, yes, you said it right. Hey, it's time to burn the ship. Hey.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, now I'm calling back. Now we can. What'd you think of the mini concert?
Say that again.
The mini concert, 50 Cent.
I actually missed that because I was at a thing, so it was kind of low. I remember I was in College Station when that came out. I saw him come out, but I couldn't hear it at the time.
Yeah.
But yeah, I heard about it.
I sent it to you.
Yeah, that's interesting.
I sent it to you.
So let me ask you this. What is the 50 Cent Oklahoma connection for him to come out? Did they just say, hey, come do
it? Just because they were using his song to pump themselves up, and someone close to 50 Cent is also got ties to our AD.
Okay. I knew it was something.
So he came on that. So.
All right, Bishop, you got to talk to it. Hold up, Bishop. Now, yesterday was a different show. Today, Oklahoma and Alabama was a part of it. Shout out to Jason from Hall of Fame Media.
Yeah.
Man, much love to you guys. We had a great show came on last week, and he spit some knowledge, man. And I started off. Remember, I said I think he cut a piece in there. I said I think Alabama gonna win this thing, and I said it's hard to beat a team twice. And I have to say, Oklahoma jumped out the box. A gentleman that I'm close with, we put a little wager on it. And he happened to reach out to me and was like, talking that major trash. So after he finished, I told you know what I told him on the phone, Bishop?
What's that?
Be patient, Neo. And I hung up the phone. Right? That's when y'all was up 17-0. When y'all was up 17-0, I said, be patient, Neo. Bro, that first quarter, Alabama looked like trash. But that pick six would turn that thing around, bro. That pick six was crazy.
Yeah, but hey, I hope everybody and hey, that's one of those things is it's not a sprint. Mm-hmm. It's a marathon.
Yeah.
We gotta remember that. You can't win the entire game in the first quarter. And you can't relax. This is the playoffs. And we did.
So what is Boomer Sooner saying right now? What do they say? What are the Boomer Sooners saying though? With a 17-point lead, I mean, still a lot of football was left,
choked.
but what are they saying?
We choked, bro. There ain't nothing else to be said. You got a punter. Wait a minute. Before the punter dropped the ball, we had our running back who's on 2 bad ACLs running a wheel route that John Machia decides to, instead of running for 3 yards for a first down where he had like 20 yards of green glass, nobody in sight, he throws the ball to our running back. Well, you know what? Hey, no excuses. It touched his hand, so he didn't make that. And then the next play, you could just tell the wheels were falling off because I ain't never known a punter to do a drop where they drop the ball and can't even kick it.
It was crazy the way he dropped. It almost looked like he put it out there to kick it, but his kicking leg never took off. Like, it was kind of weird, bro.
Something crazy. But it's just like that type of stuff is that crazy stuff. And when that happened, I don't know, something switched. And I mean, it switched quickly because from that point on, it just seemed like didn't Machia throw into a flats where if you see the cover 0 and then they went into zone, and so the corner sits on the route, and the wide receiver read it, and he did a double move, and I did a sluggo, and Machia stayed with the first read.
I just know because they ended up blocking that punt, right? Yeah, I think. Remember, it was a lot of cane juice flowing. Hey, it was a lot of cane juice flowing Friday night.
Let's get it right. It was on the ground, and our punter is trying to just kick it so he can get it past. He ran into that big 300+ pounder. That ball wasn't going nowhere.
And it's some kind of phenomenon when you block a kick or a punt. Usually, you're going to be the winner of the game. I don't know how to explain it. I don't know why it's like that, but usually you're the one who win the game.
But in all seriousness, what happened is that the momentum, once they tied it up, the momentum and what they took out of that stadium, I believe with all my heart, it even hit our coaches sideways. You know what I'm saying? That really? It took them a moment. Even with going to halftime time, it did something to them. And so from that point on, hey, they took it. They was they was in our house and they took it. From that point, they dictated from the second half on how the game was going to go.
Isn't that crazy?
And then 50 Cent came on. He did his deal that they've been listening to the entire year, and he did that, and we scored right after that. But then Bama, as a true champion, came back and answered.
So hold on. So 50 brought y'all out. So hold on. So 50 brought y'all out at the beginning of the game.
No, fourth quarter.
Oh, he was rapping. See, you got to remember, man, the bar going. We talk about Canes, the game on.
Okay. Yeah. Okay, check it. Okay, it was they were up by 10, and then the end of the third quarter, and the fourth quarter we have a deal where we got a special song for the fourth quarter. Was been and this started in just after Tennessee. And
so they would play that. Okay, that's became their fourth quarter ritual. Got you. Okay, because most teams, for people that don't know,
and he caught wind.
Okay,
he caught wind, and Castiglione, he's retiring, and the playoff was his last game. He said, "Well, you know what? I got a surprise for y'all. Y'all make sure y'all in your seats an hour before." And he did that light show to the music and all. Okay. And then on top of that, he had the next one was 50 Cent is actually going to rap the song instead of the music playing.
Got you. Okay, see, that's what I missed out. Okay, that's what All right. So
Yeah.
for people that don't know, most teams have a fourth quarter ritual, whatever that is. You know what I mean? With a jump around, or I think Wisconsin got
I just
bounce house or whatever that.
Yeah.
But okay, so that's what I
Right.
missed. All right, okay, I was a little confused for a minute, but I'm back
Yeah.
in.
So what happened and he reminded me so much of the old days when Miami came out that smoke, and that's how he said. He just said, "Hard to kill," and then he dropped the mic and he got the new mic. And he came out the smoke, and then the light show started. And then I bet both teams forgot they were playing football and started having dance-offs.
So do you think that hurt y'all or helped y'all?
It actually helped us for a minute, but still, the key is it also helped Bama because they like the song as well.
Right. Okay.
And so right after 50 Cent did that, we threw a 37-yard touchdown pass.
Gotcha.
So now it's we're just only down 3, but the next possession, Bama takes it down the field and scores another touchdown.
I get where you go.
So it's back up to 10.
Gotcha. I say it was some cane juice flowing that night, Bishop.
I sent you the video. In your messages, and you'll see. You
Bishop,
had
do me a favor, brother.
Ty Simpson. Ty Simpson is doing his Dougie. There was people doing they forgot they were playing a football game, and for a minute you thought you were at a concert.
Damn, went to a concert and a football game broke out. That's amazing. But I'll tell you this, Bishop, do me a favor. I broke my phone, so I got the backup one. I don't have that message. Okay. So resend that to me if you can. I got the other one.
I sure will.
All right.
I sure will, bro.
All right, man. Appreciate it, man.
Big salute. Hey, do me a favor.
Yes, sir.
You make sure you WRE this one gentleman, Christian Megatron Moore.
All right. Christian Moore.
Megatron Moore.
Sound like a wide receiver.
Out of Mobile, Alabama.
All right. We're gonna find
big
out.
Salute. Hey, make sure they finish what they started.
Yes, sir.
It's no good to just win one. You might as well win them all.
There it is, my man. Appreciate you, Appreciate you, Bishop. Thanks, brother. Shout out to Bishop in the building. All right, I'm gonna go ahead and close these lines out of here, man. 11:21. Oh, then I got my man Smooth coming right. 11:21. Talk to us.
What's up, Coach Hayes? It's Coach Smooth, man. How you feeling?
The conference.
I'm good, man. How you doing, bro? Appreciate you, man. Thank you for becoming a member, man. Talk to me.
Hey, I rock with you, man. I've been watching you for a while, man. I don't engage as much in chats, so but this a down week for Bama, so I'm taking time and engaging with some of the quality creators out here, man. So
yeah, man. You sound like you're on a high quality mic right now. I appreciate that. So you must be calling from a computer or something, man. What you on, man? Talk to me.
Hey, stop giving away the sauce, man. Stop giving away the sauce. I'm a content creator myself, man. So,
okay.
Yeah, I called in from my call-in line.
Oh, it sounds great. Well, let the people know where they can find you, man, and what kind of content you do and all that stuff. To let the people know.
Come on, man. Come on. I ain't come on here for that, brother.
I do it to everybody. You know why? No, I know you don't. But I do it to everybody because you know what? It's a small community, man, and each one teach one. And that's how I got people, and that's how I try to help people. So I always pay it forward as much as I can, man.
Hey, that's much love. I guess it's true. I guess the seeds you sow there, you'll reap your harvest in due time, man. But I appreciate you for real, man. You can find me at Coach Smook, at Coach Smook on all platforms. There's CoachSmook. I'm the Bama guy, turning everything up.
All right, well, let's do it, man.
Yeah, man. We're trying to do some different things. But I called in, man. I see your boys did their thing against A&M. And, a lot of people discredit that game because of how the scoring and everything went. But both teams coming off, a few weeks of getting back healthy, getting some guys back in place.
Okay.
Really not familiar with systems and everything. How do you think this matchup goes forward? Because your offensive line struggled in the trenches against A&M. And I think, me personally, I look at Ohio State's front. They have a little bit more depth, but that first four, those are some freakish athletes, man. And they got, what's his name? Signetti is the defensive coordinator now, and those schemes that run on that side. Beck has been prone to, been turnover prone to some of these these exotic schemes on the back end. So how you see it faring out for y'all up front, man?
All right, so real quick, if I heard you correct, you said our front four struggled against Texas A&M?
No, I said your offensive line
was
struggling against Texas A&M's front four. Yeah.
In what regard? I'm trying to understand.
Yeah, a lot of those stunts up front, like especially in the second half, when Malachi Tony, before he started making a lot of those perimeter breaks, he was struggling. He was trying to struggling to hold Carson Beck up in the pocket, man. And that's what I'm saying. Like, I think second level pressures is what has always scarred Carson Beck. I don't care what protection he's had. He had a quality offensive line his second year at Georgia, and struggled in that scheme. So I want to know your perspective, man. I like to look at things from an unbiased standpoint. I don't have no dog in the fight. So
yeah, 100%. Even though I tell people all the time, even though I'm a Kane fan, I ain't fanatic. I ain't foolish. You know what I mean? I may say some stuff being funny, but I feel I'm a football purist. And so I'll say this. There are some times I will say Beck has to put his body armor on. He has to be able to see that plus one guy, right? The guy that you can't block, right? He's the plus one. So where's your hot? I tell people that all the time. As quarterbacks, you got to put your armor on. I just dropped the good, bad, and ugly, and there's actually a play in there where I was saying Beck, or I don't know if it was on Fletcher because I don't know the exact play call, but whether it was Fletcher that he's going to slide the protection and Fletch pick up the end or whatever, but they'll overload on one side. As a quarterback, you got to be able to communicate that because you can't throw the ball off your back. So I will say that that's one thing. And sometimes I think he thinks he can beat the blitz with his arm. And sometimes you have to, right? Because it just got you in a plus one situation. But you have to know where the plus one is coming from in that sense, especially if it's backside. That's what's really hard, right? Your read is to the front. That plus one is to your back. You know you ain't got much time, and you're not the most mobile dude. You know what I mean?
It's a feel. It's a feel. Yeah. You got to feel, and this athleticism coming off the edge now is crazy, especially when you could disguise overhang pressures and all this stuff. It's kind of hard to feel that nowadays.
Yeah, no, 100%. But I'll just say this: I think our O-line played well. I think sometimes when we look at our pass protection, I think our running backs, and again, I don't know. I always say this: I don't claim to know what the play is because I don't know what the play is. I'm just looking at what I'm assuming it should have been and where mistakes could have been. But sometimes our eyes are too hard inside and that guy comes off the edge on that stunt. I think we do a pretty good job passing guys on and off and along. But I think from our running back perspective, we got to understand how to get across. And I always tell this, that's on the quarterback. You are in charge of building your body armor, bro. Tell a dude what to do. I don't care. Hey, Fletch, block number 17. It's just that simple. Yeah. Laser, Roger, right, man. Damn all that. Hey, listen, Fletch, get 17. We're going to slide this thing to the left. It's just that simple. Slide it to the right. Fletch, you get 52 coming off the edge. Or you get him inside, we'll fan it. However you want to do it. But at the end of the day, the quarterback, I think it's always going to be his responsibility, especially with a guy as much experience as Carson has, to understand how to build your body armor so you can throw that ball in that sense.
I've had a similar argument, with Bama fans. They like to try to blame the protection, to blame Ty Simpson struggles on the protection. And one of the key stats that I highlight, and even the analysts were saying it before the Oklahoma kickoff, was just the fact that on average, pass snap to completion for quarterbacks in the nation was average 2.6 seconds, and Ty Simpson was averaging 2.9 seconds. Mm-hmm. My question is, how much more time do you need? Sometimes you have to throw receivers open. You have to release the ball, throwing guys into that window. And you can't. You sometimes you take that as a coordinator. I agree with some of the fans. As coordinator, you got to take some of those options and all that smart and thinking away from players, so that sometimes they can just play football and see things as they're happening, not trying to interpret them and make them this perfect language. So I get what you're saying. And the moment they did that last game against Oklahoma, That's when I really saw them able to see adjustments and make them on the fly offensively. Because and then for the first time in a long time, and I've seen Brett Venables, you know, be in a zone to where he has guys in place to where now the simplicity of what the offense is, you see the separation in talent. You see the talent gap on display now.
Right.
Wide receivers getting separation off of, you know, quicker releases. Offensive linemen, you know, that have the advantage skill set wise on those one-on-ones, the head ups, containing gaps, doubling down gaps. All of those things playing into the strengths of what Alabama's offense does when you simplify everything. So, yeah, I could get it, man. I could see where the frustrations come in at. But Ohio State, you know, I think that's a different beast for Beck. That's something that he struggled with time and time again.
I'll
man.
say this.
I'll
say this, and I'll just be honest. I think
Georgia.
I'll just say this. I think at times Beck will panic, and that's where he throws his pick. He throws his pick when he panics. Sometimes he just eat the sack, bro.
Yeah.
Like, and I'll say he did that this week. He just ate it. He ate the sack. Let us see another down. Didn't like it, but now I show respect it better than a pick. You know what I mean? Or potential pick six. Sometimes you think you can throw your way out of problems instead of just eating it, live to see another down. And I'll say this about him. There's something about him. It's not pretty, but the dude finds a way to win, though, right? He may not be the king of the hill of that game, but one thing he did this game, he didn't hurt us. And that's all we respect. Just don't hurt us. You threw 2 tubs. We had 200 some yard, whatever it was. He had, let me see what I think I had it up here. I think I did. I must have closed it down. I got about 700 tabs open. But anyway, he didn't hurt us in that sense. Let me see what his stat line was.
For the amount of pressures that A&M had on him, the amount of negative plays did not hurt the momentum of what the offense was able to do, was taking advantage of. And that's something that you want as far as a QB manager. He's never been a game changer. You know, the media hyped him up early in his time at Georgia to be this elite quarterback, game-changing, you know, NFL talent. I think he has NFL qualities. I don't think he has an NFL arm. He doesn't have mobility. He's a system guy. He could manage a system at a fit.
The conference has been unlocked.
That he can change the game or reset a tone. I don't think that's your guy. And so against teams like Ohio State, I think you're going to need 4 or 5 plays in a game like that from a guy. You get what I'm saying? So
well, I'll say this to you, Coach. 100%. 100%. And that's where Cam Newton took an unfair beating, in my opinion. Sometimes people get caught up with names and titles and this, that, and the other. You know, dual threat quarterback versus pro style and yada, 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 yada. There are 2 separate skill sets, and both are very effective. A game manager and a game changer. I've said this umpteen times, but you say you've been following, but I'll just go through it again. They're equally effective. They just do it in a different way, and that's okay. There are very few people who are game managers and game changers. That's the anomaly. Those are the greats. They can manage it and change it, right? But there are some guys who are game changers, meaning, you know, like the Lamar Jackson. To me, those are game changers. He hurt you with his feet, hurt you with his arm, get missing, so forth. But then there's guys who just don't possess that. They don't have all the extra bells and whistles, but just as deadly.
Yeah.
You just get, you death by 1,000 cuts versus a swipe of the katana. You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah, Mac Jones.
Yeah.
Mac Jones.
Yeah.
During his time at Bama. I tell everybody, you know, Bama fans, they let that year from Mac Jones, they let that cloud like really what he was. You know, he wasn't like a game-changing quarterback. If you know, the moment if he lost 3 of his top receivers, that team was not going to be the same team. You know, whereas I could say, like, with Carson Beck that year at Georgia, that team stayed the same because he was a great game manager. You know, and like I said, that's fine. Like you said, it's fine within systems. You manage systems. It's just when you get
the conference has been locked.
We watched it happen at Bama, man, it sucks to see so much talent on the perimeter. You know, not be able to be maximized. But I ain't gonna hold up long, man. I did want to get one more take with you, man.
Sure.
Offensive side of the ball, you know, I know your season ain't over yet, but there's always, you know, conversations. I'm real big in recruiting side of things and portal moves. What you're hearing about, you know, Miami shopping for QBs, man?
I'll say this. I'm not a breaking news channel, but I hear a lot. I heard quite a bit this weekend. I would just say this. They got their shopping cart out. I don't know what aisle they in. I don't know what aisle they in, if they in the produce, the meat, the canned good aisle. But what I will say is they're out there. Because that's just a rabbit hole I don't want to chase down. But here's what I will say. The people who make decisions, they not on Instacart. I'm gonna put it to you like that. They ain't on Uber Eats and nothing. They out there shopping themselves. I'll put it like that.
Right. And that's the funny thing about it. That's what I was gonna say. I respect Miami because they don't do back door. They'll show up to the front door, knock, hey, we're here to talk. And we just want to look around, have a few conversations. You know, we understand what's going on. But let's have a conversation. Yeah. And just walk out. You know, put the cigarette out inside the front door instead of outside. You know,
there you go.
Just as polite and elegant. I respect Miami for that. And I've heard of a few names down here in our area that's kind of
where you located. Shopped. Where you located?
Well, I'm in Central Alabama.
Central Alabama. Okay. Quick question. You're an Alabama fan. So here's my quick question to you. Before I let you go, if I get up to smooth. Quick question for you. Alabama. I said this earlier. I think y'all had the toughest road here in the playoffs, having to play that extra game. I don't personally think that conference championship should hurt you because you're playing an additional game while the other teams, in essence, weren't as good as you were to play in a conference game. So why should you be out playing the extra game when you could have been at the crib chilling and healing, and they could have played the extra game? However, with that being said, you played it already. You did play the extra game. It is what it is. Do you think that has helped? Do you think that helped y'all or hurt y'all?
I think it helped us. I was one of the few, analysts, whatever they want to call you, panelists, that was publicly speaking that whether we had won that SEC championship or not, I didn't feel like our team was in position to take 2 weeks off, 3 weeks off, whatever the time span was with the bye week after winning the conference championship. Last year, you saw those bye week teams go 0-4, right? You look at the teams that didn't have to play in a conference championship this year that ended up, playing in the first round, i.e. Oklahoma. Oklahoma got out to that fast start, but I think attrition really set in for them with all of that time off. Yes, they got our Mason Thomas back, but no real game reps, limited in practice, trying to stay healthy for the game. Right. He wasn't as effective when we got into the 45th, the 50th snap of the game offensively. And those offensive linemen, we were rotating 7 guys. So I think it helped us in a sense. Got some of your younger guys that were playing some spot minutes, got them into a game against some quality competition against Georgia. I mean, we played, ended up ending the game with 3 backup offensive linemen on the front. Our center wasn't 100%. The third string running back was out there. I mean, just a lot of guys playing.
I'm saying y'all beat up, bro. Like y'all beat up. If y'all make it to the natty, it'd be a miracle, bro. If y'all beat the hell.
That's what I'm saying. And I think for not to pad Oklahoma, but Oklahoma's defense to me was the best defense coming into the playoff bracket. Like from top to bottom, secondary, team defense. They played the best team defense in the playoffs, and they came back healthy. I look at what Indiana does. I don't think they've seen this type of team speed enough this season to handle it for 60 minutes. So for Alabama to come through the way they did, and we're getting healthier, man. We're getting healthier. We had reports today, some of my guys there, talking about, more guys showing up for practice and,
I mean, well, y'all needed these 9 days. Y'all need these 9 or 10 days, bro. Like, y'all really needed it. Like, y'all definitely need it. And I do think there's too much time off in the playoff windows. Like I think it's just too much dead period. You know, for whatever reason, whether it's TV schedule, NFL conflict, you get your week off and let's get to it. Everybody get that week off. No more bye week, and let's get to it. 16 teams, 4 from the top. 4 teams from each conference, the top 4 from each conference, and let's dance. Notre Dame, you want to play? Join the conference. I don't care what you want. Pick one, join it, and let's dance. But man, Coach Swoop, man, I appreciate you, dog.
Final thought, bro.
Yeah.
Final, real quick. That what you just said. You got 12 spots. You get your Power 5, your 2 Power 5s, and your first 2 out. Let them play that play-in game. Let those 4 teams play those 2 play-in games. Whoever win that's who get 11 and 12, and then we kick it off the 12 playoffs.
I just think it should be 16 because it doesn't add an extra game. Let's stop fooling each other with the bye week. Like, let's be real.
Yeah.
Think about it. There's no bye week. There really isn't. Think about this. Georgia and Alabama played when everybody else was resting. When Georgia rests,
that's crazy.
Everybody else was playing. It's a pseudo false week. It's not real. It's fake. Think about it. To be a conference champion, Ohio State and Indiana played while everybody else was resting. Right? While Ole Miss and them were playing.
Rewarded for being a champion. How do you get the reward for being a champion?
This is what I'm saying. So when Ole Miss and all of them were playing, Ohio State and India are resting. And Alabama the only one catching heat, right? Like, they're the only one don't technically get a bye week. But because they lost it. But anyway, man, I got to push on so I can get up out of here, man. And we'll definitely talk, man. I appreciate you coming through. Appreciate you becoming a member.
Love, man.
Yeah, we're going to check your channel out, man. Let's do some work. Let's get together. Hit me up on the backside. Oh, hit me up, too, about this chat bot, man. I don't know nothing about Discord, so we'll chop it up.
I got you, bro.
Much love. Much love. All right, man. Good call right there, man. Coach Smook, man. Y'all go check out his channel. The producer, LMV MVP, has put it in there as well. Yeah, let me see here. Yeah, he said our old line kind of try. I was like, hold up. I make sure I had to hear that right. I don't remember that. Yeah, we gave up 2 sacks. They brought one off the edge. I get it. But it ain't like them 7 we gave. But we was out there slapping them boys over there. Hey, Lassie. Yeah. I say, hey, Smooth.
Can you teach me how to dig? Hey,
you know why?
The girls love me.
They love me, Smooth. They love me, Smooth. Talk to me. What's up with
what
you, baby?
What do, man?
I'm good.
What's up? What we talking about tonight, Coach?
You a Bama fan? Coach Smook just called in. You watch his channel? You a Bama fan?
Yeah. But first of all, I just want to give them Canes a shout out, man. You know what I'm saying? Even though, you know, my situation, I got family, I got blood on the other side, but at the same time, I just want to give them Canes much respect for, you know, for overcoming a hurdle and getting that big playoff win. You know what I'm saying?
Yes, sir. That's what we do.
I also, you know, want to congratulate them Bama boys. I want to congratulate them Bama boys. They pulled off a tough feat Friday. They dug themselves in the hole. The boys was low-key coming off of 5 bad quarters. Well, you know what I'm saying? You could have easily questioned yourself, took your tail, felt bad for yourself. You know what I'm saying? Had your suitcases ready for Cancun or wherever you decide to go after the season was over. But shoot, guess what, man? Them boys dug deep, figured it out. And hey, man, I feel like low key, I just love the situation we in. I know as far as you saying you feel like we have one of the toughest schedules, and I absolutely agree. You know what I'm saying? I feel like we are in one of the toughest scheduled spots. So have one of the
just saying the path though, Smooth is like smooth.
The path.
It's just like y'all getting punished for being good. That's just how I look at it. Man, Oregon got a don't play in it, and then they come in and get JMU. Ole Miss don't play in the conference championship and come out and you get Tulane. I'm just saying. You know. Maybe I'm tripping.
But one thing I can say, I feel like, you know what I'm saying, in a way, I feel like we was built for the situation, and I feel like I told you when me and you would talk about it at the end of the day, I feel like we put our own self in that situation. So, you know, at the end of the day, we just got to take take what come with it and just take care of business. But I also do feel like, especially like as far as like Alabama and Miami, us playing them two tough games, two nail biters, you know what I'm saying? I feel like I feel like it definitely giving us more momentum going into the next round of the playoffs.
Mm-hmm.
Like with Ohio State, in a sense, like with them, in a sense, I feel like there was going to be a tough game for them to beat Indiana anyway, because that was their first time beating Michigan in a while. So I felt like they was still low-key on their high from beating their rival that next week. Where Indiana, I just felt like them folks had so much to prove. So I kind of like Indiana in that spot. And, you know, with Ohio State, they got a lot they can look at to take, especially out them coming off lost their last game. They can somewhat come out with a little fire, I feel like. But with Indiana, I just feel like with everybody kind of like, at the end of the day, these folks still got to get on the field and play football, line up, play football, take care of business, do what they got to do. But I just feel like so much that Alabama definitely have the mental edge over everybody, because everybody, every time I look on social media, especially X, you already know how X is. Everybody, they constantly move the goalposts for Alabama. Every time Alabama do something, or they say they can't do it, then it's something else. But you know what I'm saying?
Nah, Smooth. Hey, hold up, man. Hold up, Smooth. Don't be coming up in here with no pity party. Hold up, Smooth. Now, y'all know y'all get the... Hold up, Smooth. Hold up, Smooth. You know y'all always get the Bama bump. Y'all, Bama done got so much, and I understand it. When you the king of the hill, you're supposed to get the advantage, right? I get it. You gotta kill the king, right? You can't just, it's like a champ, right? You can't beat the champ on the scorecard. You gotta knock the champ out. You gotta knock the champ out, right? He gonna always get the benefit of the doubt. If you go toe to toe with the champ 12 round, guess what? The champ hand should go in the air because you ain't put him to sleep. But now it's looking a little bit different. And y'all want them doggone trophies. I want a participation trophy. But shout out to Malachi Tony, Gabos. The game ain't based on sympathy, Smooth. Don't nobody care about no Bama bump. We about to bust your head. I'm losing it.
Exactly. I love it. I love the energy. Like I said, I love the energy. The first I looked on, like I said, I love the energy, man. I love everybody, all the doubt, all the naysayers, everybody hating on Alabama. Everybody still constantly comparing this new Alabama to the old Alabama, and it's not the old Alabama. This is not the Nick Saban Alabama. This is not the Alabama that show up, and the team literally know on the other side, hey, fellas, we ain't got a chance, bro.
I'll just say
go
this.
out here and do the best we can.
No.
Them days slap over with.
Yeah. I'll just say this. When you look at Alabama, and I said this was going to be the hardest thing, whoever took that job over prior to them picking Kalen DeBoer, you're always going to be in the shadow of Nick Saban until some time passes, right? It's going to be another coach, another year or two cycles of coaches, whatever that may be. But, I mean, those are big shoes to fill. And I have to say this. He's done, I think, a very good job. You lost some key pieces.
Right.
You lost Caleb Downs. Was it Caleb Downs y'all lost? Caleb Downs. Some other key pieces. But the cupboard wasn't bare for him either now. Let's be honest. He came in. He had a full kitchen and he could cook up what he wanted.
Right. For sure. Yeah.
But I will say this. You know, I think he's found his footing and he just got to play. Now, when it comes to my beloved Canes, we're going to roll that tide right up out this joint. Because guess what? What creates a tide? The hurricane. We're going to roll that shit right up out of here, if you understand me.
Boy, we are not thinking about y'all right now, boy.
I know y'all thinking about Indiana. Y'all think about the basketball school Coach Bobby Knight whooping y'all behind. Y'all will never live that down. Oh yes, sir. Oh yes, sir.
Boy, right. I feel like it. Honestly, I ain't did too much. I ain't watched Indiana like that. I can't say I really watched them, but every time I do turn on the TV, I see them boys they cutting up. Them folks cutting up.
Yeah.
I can't say they cutting up, but I just feel like the gauntlet we went through, the teams we played, like bro, we built for a playoffs. Dog. We've been in the playoffs. How getting our T smashed in first game of the year, bro. We've been in the playoffs ever since then, dog.
Man,
every freaking week.
Y'all lost to Florida State. Y'all should be ashamed of yourself. Straight
Right,
up.
that's embarrassing. That was so embarrassing, dog. That was crazy, huh?
Yeah, Smooth.
We can never live that one down.
Never. Florida State, trash. That junk, trash. Matter of fact, let me play a song for Florida State right now. Hold on. Moment of silence, please. All right. Fail State University. It's over. Smooth. I love you.
Hey, one last question.
Yeah.
Hey, you know you my dog. I love you too. One last question. What are your thoughts or your feelings as of right now? The matchup between y'all and Ohio State. How you feel like y'all match up?
I told people I think
Cane fan.
Yeah, I'm biased. You know, I'm never gonna get. I ain't never sugarcoat. Y'all know when I be playing and when I be serious. I'm serious. I really believe the Miami Hurricanes can match up. Here's the thing that the Canes have to do. We got to score points. When the scoring opportunity presents itself, we can't trade field goals and touchdowns. That's just what it is.
Right.
I think defensively, we can match up. I think they have a very good defense as well. But when you get down into the red zone, like we did, and this had nothing to do with the win. I don't care about the missed field goals in the win. I'm talking about getting it across the goal line, getting the ball across the goal line. The win had nothing to do with being inside the 20. We got down there. We had the Bryce Fitzgerald turnover. We had the Malachi Tony take back, right? Go back. Return, the punt return. You understand what I'm saying? We got down there. We were down there 4 times and walked away with 3 points. Okay, I get it. The wind was blowing, but forget the wind. We literally got to the 3-yard line to kick that field goal. You're not gonna miss that field goal, right? We got to be able to get across that goal line. We cannot go into this game and not score points. Your defense, everybody's I don't care how great your defense is, right? We can go back to the 01 Hurricane defense. People like to go back all the time. They gave up first downs. You understand me?
Yeah.
Like, things broke. A big play happened here and there. Big plays are going to happen. It's football. Literally, we gave up a big play at Texas A&M down the sideline, right? Busted cover 2. Poison was late getting over the top. And guess what? But we came in and we ended up with I think it was a blocked field goal by Bain on that same drive. Those are the things where your defense comes. But guess what? People's defense are not going to play like that every week. I'm not saying we're not going to be good defense, but there's time.
Exactly.
Think about what happens in defense. I want people to understand this.
Right.
Hold on. Let me go back to this because I want to be very clear what people have to understand. And I actually heard this from Chip Kelly. Not a real Chip Kelly fan, but damn, this made sense. I want to put this in perspective. Then I'm going to get E. Brown and Dub back on here to close us out. Let me say this to you. We had 49 total plays on offense. They had 75. 70. Wow. I wanted to say I don't think people understand how big that was.
Oh yeah, that's huge.
Right?
That's literally 26 more times to score the football.
Not even that. I don't think they count special teams in there either. So special teams.
Right.
So here's what I want people to understand. To only give up 3 points out of 75 plays is phenomenal.
Yeah, that part.
We only had the ball 49 times. That's less than high school football. High school, you average 60 plays. So you're telling me 49 plays, right? 75. That's phenomenal. So if you gave Ohio State 75 plays or anybody else 75 plays, please don't expect only 3 points.
Boy, 1,000%. Yeah, you can expect it. That's an outlier. You can't. That's what I be trying to get people to understand. You can't. Some things you can't expect like every week. Just like we had to punt block or whatever the case may be. We got the ball right there, and then we had to pick six. Like we can't expect that. You can't go into a game expecting that to happen every week. We can't expect to do it. When it might happen against Indiana, it's possible.
Right.
But I don't think that's something you can expect. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, you can't expect to be down 17 and keep coming back. Like, it just don't happen.
Exactly.
Oh, but this is what I was saying about Chip Kelly. I'm sorry. I'm glad you brought it up. Chip Kelly. But this is what Chip Kelly said when he was at Oregon. He was trying to run 120 plays. And he said, think about it. If I'm right 7 times, that's 49 points. I should never lose a game. I only got to be right 7 out of 120 plays. I got to be right 7 times. Yeah. That's not even 10%. 10% is 12.
Right.
So that's less than 10%. But think about, if you think that mentality, damn, your defense, that's what happens. You could be right 7 times. That's 49 points. That's 49 points being right 7 times. But I just want to put that out there, Smooth. We're going to chop it up again tomorrow. We're going to be right back here talking the same thing. I don't care. Man, look here. They could deflate every football in college football history. We're going to end up talking about Miami Hurricanes again, I promise you. They can't wait till Wednesday, baby. They can't wait till Wednesday.
All right, Hayes, man. You know it's all love. It's always good talking to you.
For sure, man. For sure. Oh, somebody said they ready to pay their debt to society, Smooth.
What's up? What they got?
Remember the Longhorn lunatic. He bet that. Remember he bet that side of his beard or his eyebrow. One of them that the Longhorns gonna win.
Oh, we got one of them.
Yeah, that boy ready to shade that thing. That boy said he ready to pay his debt to society. So we might have to get him on here. Dead man walking. Dead man walking. All right, man. Let me get Dub and E. Brown on here, man. Let them close this out. This is about to go left. So if you got women and children, put them to bed right now. It's already 11:30 at night. This thing finna go all the way left right now. I can feel it.
Oh, yeah, I'm already here. I'm finna see what these boys talking about, Hayes.
I don't know. E. Brown gonna come on here talking about 4 scores and 30 years ago. And then Dub City gonna be here talking about thighs.
Ain't no telling what E. Brown gonna say. E. Brown a straight fool. He be having me rolling over here.
E. Brown gonna be there talking about
crazy though. That's guaranteed.
E. Brown be talking about, Coach, 40 years ago I hit the A gap. But we'll find out, man. Let me get him on here, man. Much love, Smooth. All right, here we go. We're gonna finish this thing out. Like I say, much love to everybody. We got Dub City and E. Brown in the building. Talk to us, man. Y'all got 10 seconds.
Old dry turkey gonna hang up the phone on me. Make me get off the damn phone.
Yeah, man, you do that all the time, bro. You do that all the time. I mean, then he get on there with, looking like a fake. Hey, I'll be sure. And like he's frozen.
I've been meaning to ask him who that white dude in his intro, with the dark blue shorts on and light shirt on, dancing up there on the stage doing that one leg runner, man. I've been meaning to ask who that white dude.
You don't know who that is? That's his name, Timmy. His name. I'm gonna show you his videos. His name, Funny Timmy.
We on here with Coach. Oh shoot, I didn't know we was here with him. Be right, my fault.
Oh, okay, y'all got jokes.
You ain't hear none of that, Coach.
Okay, I see what you're saying. I like it.
No, man. And listen, I you know what? I appreciate the Smooth and the coach from Alabama coming on, because the coach from Alabama, man, he said some things that kind of was off kilter, but with his verbiage, he's so smooth. He's smooth as a silkworm where you can't get mad at him. You know what I'm saying? Because at the same time, when he's saying stuff that's like contradictory to what you actually saw on Saturday, he kind of makes sense a little bit. But I didn't get that. So I didn't see the offensive line failing as hard or as bad as he said that they were failing when we had a running back that ran for 172 yards. We had no offensive line penalties. We we literally didn't allow the quarterback to get sacked but twice. But they blitzed just about on every time he dropped back to pass the ball. So it's those are just some things that just contradict what he said, but he was actually correct in some aspect. Because
in regards to what? He was correct to what?
Smooth as a silkworm. He's smooth as a silkworm. You see what I'm saying? Now, Smooth on the other hand, Smooth come over here. He's an antagonist. Okay, he want to antagonize us. He want to antagonize the youth people by playing these what if games. Okay, what if this happened, or what if that happened? This could have happened. No, this is not a what if thing. I mean, this is not a what if thing. The number one thing we got to realize is I'm going to play the what if game with him. Okay, I'm playing the what if game with him. What if Tony hadn't got tripped by the turf monster? What if the wind hadn't blown the ball away from JoJo Trader in that first touchdown pass that could have been a touchdown if we were inside? What if? What would have happened? What if the wind wouldn't have blown those three field goals away from going straight through, because they were perfect kicks. The wind took it over. We would have wally-whopped those guys, man.
We would have did what? We would have did what?
We would have wally-whopped them. Wally-whopped them, man. Yeah, wally-whopped. Wally-whopped. We would have wally-whopped them because we would have scored more points than what was actually shown. Now, in Ohio State, they scored 10 points against Indiana. Indiana's defense is not as prominent or competent as the University of Miami's defense. So I think when we play Ohio State, we are going to take Ohio State to the woodshed. Just like Michael Irvin said, Michael Irvin says, belt the ass. We're going to take them to the woodshed next Wednesday, because we're going to take the game over from a defensive standpoint, and our offense. Listen, Ohio State played all high school teams, and the only two good teams they played against, the only two good teams they lost to Indiana, and they beat Texas by 7 points.
Well,
the only two good teams they have. Okay, so let's go with it. Go ahead, Dub. You take over, bro. I'm pontificating. I'm vacillating.
Yeah, definitely snooze festing.
Let me get back. I want to get back on Coach, because Coach cut me off earlier. This is what I don't like. I don't like when this show, and I know it's Coach podcast and all that stuff, and I know you got your show topics, and stuff like that. But this is what I don't like. I don't like Coach Smut, whatever his name is, Coach Smut, Mutt,
Coach Smook,
Coop, Duke, yeah, whatever. What's his name? Coach Smooth, Move, Snoop, like Snoop Dogg.
Yeah, all right, go ahead. Finish it. Go ahead. I'm listening.
Okay, I don't like when the Miami, not Miami fan. I don't like with them old country bucking Alabama fans. I live in Alabama, and I have to deal with these Alabama fans all the time, talking about how great they are and stuff like that. To me, when you call into a Miami show, right? And bless the man. I hope he do good on his, his channel and all that stuff. Bless the man. I hope he do good. But you don't see no Miami fans calling in on Alabama shows.
But can I just say this? But it's not a defense.
You gotta let me finish.
But this is not. Hold on. Real quick. I just want to say this, and you can run with it, because I'm actually playing a game right now, because y'all tripping. Like y'all, I ain't even listening. But this show tonight is not Miami show. Look, you notice the colors are red and black and green.
Coach, I understand. I said that, brother. I said I understand the show topics and stuff like that. I see Ole Miss versus Tulane, Alabama versus Oklahoma, Oregon versus Jam. I see all of that, brother.
Okay, I don't make sure.
I see all of that.
I apologize.
This is my gone. But see, you forgot the last one. This is my gone too far.
Oh, okay.
This is my gone too far.
Right, son.
Going too far, man. Going too far. This is what I think is going too far.
Okay.
To me, that's about like somebody getting your orange juice jug out of your refrigerator, and they pour them a whole glass in a cup and leave that little bit old corner over there in the jug and put it back in the refrigerator. That's my going too far. We don't call on their channels doing this, talking about Miami. No, and I understand this show and these show topics. But it's a reason why we don't do it, because guess what? We don't give a damn about them. We don't care. Our opinions do not matter on the Alabama show. The Alabama fan do not matter on a Miami show. Like I said, I understand it. You get it. We all get it. But don't nobody want to hear about no damn Alabama, no Indiana on the Miami show, and we just busted Texas A&M booty. We don't care.
We don't care. When somebody say they left a corner
and then you want to sit here and talking about what you only seen and nobody else watched the game seen. Miami offensive line struggling against them. Who the hell else seen that? Now I understand there's a lot of people in Alabama that's blind. They got Alabama School for the Deaf and Blind here. I understand there's a lot of people blind and deaf here, but damn it, you didn't see what we seen.
What you see?
Because I know I didn't see it. I seen Miami offensive line hold up great against their defensive line. We're supposed to have been one of the best in the country. I seen Beck get sacked, twice? I seen Mark Fletcher run down the gut. That's what I see. I don't understand how the offensive line didn't do a great job.
I don't either.
Just because you don't pass sometimes, that don't mean the offensive line ain't doing that. But they damn sure did a lot of pancaking. And put your sausage, put your syrup, put your eggs on them pancakes too, because that's what we seen. What in the hell he seen? Now I don't know if he was down there in them backwoods drinking some damn what is that stuff they got in some darn juju drink? I don't know what he was drinking or smoking when he came up with that mess. I don't know if he was at the juke joint, whatever, down there in the back of the wood, bonfire, whatever, when he was watching the game. Maybe his phone maybe his phone was acting like your phone when you were trying to do your live out there at the stadium. Whatever it was, I don't get it. But all I know is he said he in Central Alabama, which he probably around Coleman, out there in them neck of the woods. That's Central Alabama, Birmingham, Central Alabama, whatever. I'm in Huntsville, Coach Smooths, Coach Pete, Coach. What you say his name was, Coach?
Coach Smook.
Oh, Smoot. Okay, Coach Smoot. I'm in Huntsville, Alabama, and I know I gotta deal with y'all all the time, and not you. But these ridiculous, like, Alabama fans up here, man, guess what? If you want to talk about Alabama, call in McElroy show. Ain't that the quarterback name? Play with Alabama, McElroy. Call in McElroy show. You know what I'm saying? To get your truth off over there. Because us Miami fans, the only thing we think when we hear Alabama people talking is 1992. We don't want to hear y'all.
Oh my God!
Now we see y'all again, then that's totally different. But yeah, call in one of them McElroy shows. What's that old guy be on ESPN? The Paul Feinbaum, whatever his name. Call in one of them shows. We don't want to hear
Boy,
that.
I'm going too far. This boy, I'm going too far.
That's my going too far. And that's what I'm saying. I said this is my second of the going too far.
You know what? You know what you brought up, E. Brown. You know you brought up an if part. Remember you said if.
Yeah, we want to play. We want to play what ifs. I mean, just to get some.
What happens? What if I
bring back a little bit? What if games? We play what if games sometimes, and then we play actuality games. So,
but what if I wouldn't even open the phone line again? I could have been off by now. But instead, I've been subject to all this pontificating, bloviating, vacillating, the loquacious Dub City.
Well, listen. To get back to some actuality here, we realize the importance of having the ability to do A, B, C, D, the A, B, C, D gaps. We saw what the reality of being able to do those things, how it benefited us. Okay, we practiced. We went through the season doing the A gap. We went through the season doing the B gap. Okay. Saturday we were doing the flickerations. I don't know what some of that stuff we were doing. The flickerations, the reverses. We run up the A gap. We get some positive insert with the A gap. And then we end up doing some flickeries and stuff. We doing reverses when our main goal was to run up the A gap, not the B gap, not the C gap. Run straight up the A gap to get some insert. Okay. Once we decided to go ahead and just do what we needed to do in order to win the game, we end up having our running back who ran up the A gap get over 172 yards. 172 yards. And what happened is that now we have all those pundits, ESPN, CBS, and everything. Now they all want to jump back on the bandwagon of earlier this year when they thought that we were the number 2 team in the country. They thought we were the number 2 team in the country. And then all of a sudden, now that we went back to what we truly are Saturday, everybody wants to jump on the bandwagon. Miami is a phenomenal team. I hope we don't listen to that crap. Okay? I hope we don't listen to that crap. And speaking of crap, if anybody on Saturday after the University of Miami and Texas A&M game sat down and watched that crap between Ole Miss and Tulane and then followed it up with Oregon and JMU, if you're interested in watching that crap, okay, and you want to sit here and give anybody the impression that we need to let JMU and Tulane into this playoff system, I'm not interested in that crap. I'm not interested in that. Okay, it's a waste of my time. It wasted our Saturday, man. We could have had Notre Dame, we could have had BYU, we could have had another one of those teams that could have took up those 2 positions playing a football game that could have entertained us.
Hey, Ebron, let me ask you a question. Cause I might be wrong, but I think I'm right. Do you remember that NFL even put Saturday night games on?
Hold on. Wait a minute. You said you might be wrong, but you think I'm right?
Hold on. No, I said I might be wrong, but I think I'm right. But didn't the NFL even put Saturday night games on because they knew wasn't nobody gonna watch that crap?
That's what I'm saying.
Actually, see somebody actually put it in the chat right there. Yeah, the NFL put Saturday night games on, and that just show you they knew nobody wasn't gonna watch that mess. But go ahead, Ebron. I'm sorry.
I would rather watch a football game that is representative of what we're trying to project, which is the college football playoffs. We shouldn't be giving that good behavior trophies to football teams who can't compete with the top 12 teams in the country. Are you kidding me right now? This is the season. This is the season. This is the festive season where we need to see festive and entertaining football. I don't need to see Tulane playing against Ole Miss and then seeing Oregon beat up on JMU. I could have went to a high school game. Could have went to a middle school game and go watch some crap like that. Man. I don't want to see that crap.
And the crazy thing is, Brian, you remember a long time ago when I was telling you when you try to when you try to go up against the Goliath, and I was like, David, don't do it. Don't go up against Goliath, David. And you were like, no, I got this dub. It remind me of that, but at the same time, we know they're not gonna win. But you went up against Goliath and you beat Goliath. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, sometimes things happen, but it's not gonna happen in football.
Yeah, man. And listen, you're gonna know that as you're watching these games like that, you either do two things when you're watching games like that, man. There's only two things you can do. You can either sit there and watch that crap, or you can go and take a damn bubble bath. Which one are you gonna do, bro? Which one are you gonna do?
I ain't taking no bubble bath. I'll tell you that. So I might well watch it. Now that's something you might want to do, but I get in the shower, but I ain't taking no bubble bath. Now I get in the jacuzzi and get what I'm saying, fart in the jacuzzi until I make more bubbles, but I ain't taking no bubble bath though.
No, man. No, I'm saying I'm posing the question. What would you do?
Every time y'all come on here, I lose subscribers. Every time.
Coach or some of these other guys or some of the other guys, they'll go and take a bubble bath. But no, I'm just posing that question out here. I'm just posing the question out here because
can I tell y'all something? Listening to y'all is like watching Ole Miss versus Tulane or Oregon versus JMU. So,
hey, listen, I'm with you. I'm with you on that. Okay, I'm with you on that. And there was somebody on the show earlier tonight trying to make an argument that they should be included in the college playoff system. No, they should not. They should not.
This is the basketball.
I mean, you're not going to put Oprah Winfrey in the beauty contest. Okay, you're not going to do that. You're not going to put.
I don't know, Ibrahim. Hold on, Ibrahim. Hold on. You talking about Oprah Winfrey? Let me ask you a question. I want you to be honest about this. You might not put her in the beauty contest, but you would hit her. Would you hit her or not?
Oh God!
Tell the truth.
Nope.
What you mean by hit her, man?
Oh Lord.
Okay.
Listen.
Don't worry about it.
It ain't after 12. In the word of my man, it ain't after 12. Somebody call the power company to cut my power off.
I mean, no, explain to me because I don't like to be left in the cold. What does he mean by
if you were Oprah Winfrey, you would not be left in the cold. If you were with Oprah Winfrey, you would not be left in the cold, I promise you. Figuratively and literally speaking. Yeah, I mean, I've been on here 3 hours and 15 minutes. Listen.
But to be honest with you, I mean, she's safe as a walk-off home run, man. With me, that is. She's safe as a walk-off home run. Safe as a walk-off home run with me.
Gil say, Coach want to give us 10-minute shows. Thanks to E. Brown and Grandpa Brown, we get a cheer. Man, it's 3 hours and 15 minutes on here. Man, listen, I love y'all to death. I thank y'all. I do appreciate y'all. I really do. But I'm finna get my behind off here. Listen, I love y'all. Go check out the Good, Bad, and Ugly on Twitter. Handle is Coach Hayes FB.
Coach,
hey, Coach, I want to say one more thing, Coach. I want to say one more thing for you. I think I'm just gonna give my prediction of the Ohio State game.
No, it's too early. It's too early right now. I got 95 more shows before.
No, it's not.
I got 95 more shows before we get there.
I make this prediction on every one of them. I think Miami 30-31, Ohio State 17.
All right, perfect. Here's what I'm gonna say. Well, you gotta be
You gave them
yawning on
Clouds too many points. You gave them Clouds too many points. I don't think they're gonna. I think they'll score by 10.
Listen.
No, I'm only saying 17 because our defense gonna stop him. Then he gonna put the backups and stuff in just to rest the other player. That's why I'm giving him 17.
Oh God, y'all anyway, listen, I'm gonna let them talk in the back. All that being said, love y'all, man. Appreciate y'all. Go ahead and hit the like, share, subscribe button as well as notifications.
Coach, why you got that gold chain? Why you got that gold chain around your neck?
I know it. Like he about something. He ain't about that life, Coach.
I'm not about that life.
Listen. I haven't seen a man with a picture shirt on with a gold chain around his neck, and then I guarantee you must smell like hot karate, because that's what the hot karate days when you used to walk around with a t-shirt with a picture on it with a gold chain around your neck. No, nobody does that anymore. Let's change the wardrobe a little bit there. And,
you probably still wear them. You Jamaican too. You probably still wear them silk t-shirts. You probably got the net shirt with your nipple hanging out of it. Listen, with all that being said, you know what I'm talking about.
I don't wear beef eaters. I don't wear beef eater shirts.
What's beef eaters? I don't know what a beef eater shirt is.
Yeah, beef eaters.
Listen.
I mean white beaters. I'm sorry, white beaters, not beef eater. White.
I ain't said no silk t-shirt. The Jamaican used to wear the silk t-shirt, man, with the fish hat. You know they used to have a little sailfish on the hat. They came in every color. But with all that, I appreciate y'all. Thank y'all. Much love. Go check out the Good, Bad, and Ugly film review. Disney banned it on YouTube, so I put it on Twitter. So go check it out, man. Make that thing go viral. Share it to everybody. No, Katie. So listen, Good, Bad, and Ugly, not on YouTube. I know you boycotting Twitter. That's the only platform I could put it on. YouTube actually copyrighted. If you go to try to look it up, Disney copyrighted. They banned it worldwide. Worldwide. They banned the video. I've never had that happen. I put a dispute in. They got 30 days to respond. By then, we'll have a national champion by then. I don't think y'all really care about that video at that point. So if you don't mind, Katie, just go watch that video and then you get right back off. I promise it'll be all good. All right. Man, we up out of here. As soon as I get this screen off, y'all finna get it. Let me tell y'all something, man. Y'all come on my goddamn show.
Coach,
and you come on here talking that bull crap, man. Let me tell y'all something. Man, let me tell y'all something, boy. I'm finna go up in. Hold on, let me give my man love right quick. Mr. Prime for the $10. Our cornerback need to run with Smith step for step. No guard zone or blades of grass. I'm about to give Dub City a blade of grass. I'm about to run step for step with E. Brown up in here. Y'all come on here doing all this goddamn on talking and all this foolishness. It's 12 o'clock at night in Dub City. You come here talking about you got to rub the thigh on the outside, rub the thigh on the inside. Then E. Brown come here talking about you got to go in the A gap, then go in the B gap, but don't go in the A and the B gap because you can cross-contaminate. Man, let me tell y'all something. Man.
Exactly. You got that.
Yeah, bye,
How about he called